Sports Center.
Yeah, we start with breaking news in the NBA. The Portland Trail Blazers have traded guard Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-team trade. Blazers get Suns big man DeAndre Ayton and guard Drew Holiday. The Suns get a handful of players and, of course, picks involved as well. And bad news for the Aggies. Connor Wegman, apparently, according to Billy Lucci of Texas Ags, is out for the remainder of the season. The Blitz from Texas Cheer Liquor starts now.
Guess what day it is?
Reinagel.
For the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day.
It is a Wemby Wednesday here on the Blitz 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Of course, Joe Reinagel likes to call it
Hump Day.
And to remember it, he actually had to wear a shirt that said Hump Day. Good Lord.
This was a gift.
It was.
Very nice gift, and I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to, you're being a little reserved because we're out in public?
No. God, let's go.
It's Wednesday.
You're right. It's Hump Day.
Hump day.
Hump Day.
Hump day.
Good Lord. It's a Wemby Wednesday. We're live here on the Blitz out at Texas Cheer Liquor, number 9 in the Calabar Common Shopping Center, 1604 Calabar area. Just put it in your Google phone. You're going to find us out here. And we've got a lot going on. Not only is it Hump Day, but we've got something very special in front of us. And I imagine after a couple of samples of this, your Hump Day is going to be far better. We've got Four Roses single barrel for Texas Cheer.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Very hard to get. Very hard to get in the single barrel. It's a beautiful bottle. We've got them here at Texas Cheer Liquor. So, this one's going to go down here. No, but we've got so much going on here at Texas Cheer. You want these bottles, these rare bottles? Get out here to Texas Cheer Liquor. We're also going to have sampling from Silver Star Vodka and Silver Star Honey Whiskey. At Texas Cheer, they already have the best price on the half gallons in San Antonio. But between now and 6 o'clock, you can get that half gallon handle for $14.99.
I love it.
$14.99. And the new private barrel dropping today, the Four Roses private single barrel samples. We are sampling this, and 3 other Texas Cheer Liquor private bands, the Elijah Craig, the Penelope Toasted Barrel Strength, and the Maker's Mark private selection.
That is fantastic, but I think for anybody to get a sample today, they have to walk through the door and say, Hump Day.
We're not going to make people do that.
I think we should.
I mean, look,
think they want to do it.
Well,
they're looking for an excuse to do
Hump
it.
Are they?
day.
Yes.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Now, granted, I think after a couple samples, they'll be more than willing to do it, but that's not a requirement. The only requirement is you walk yourself through the door.
And say, Hump Day.
I won't make you do that. Reinagel will. You could also call it a Wemby Wednesday.
Well,
you can call it what you want. You can do just about anything on this day. I imagine.
Just come see us. I don't care what you do. Just come see us.
There you go. I imagine a lot of people today might be dragging ass a little bit. Especially if you're one of 50,000 people in the Alamo Dome last night for Guns N' Roses.
So are you telling me you're giving me an excuse already?
Sure, I could do that. We could certainly say that. It is a possibility. Yeah, I'm a little tired today, and what's crazy is the Guns N' Roses concert last night, and I feel like everybody on my Facebook, on all my social medias, everybody was at the Alamo Dome last night. They played for 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours.
Now, Axl didn't. Axl takes a lot of breaks. Of course, he's an old man, and he's not the same.
They're all old men.
They are, but, I mean, Slash is still Slash, Dolph is still Dolph, and the 10-minute guitar solos were certainly incredible. But Axl, I got a text at one point during the show from Maddie Sky that said, this concert could have ended an hour ago if Axl didn't have to take so many breaks. and
I know how he feels.
There is a lot of truth to that. I did not expect them to play for 3.5 hours. It was a great rock and roll show, takes you back in time. But Axl Rose he can't sing anymore.
He can't.
He can't hit those notes anymore.
Wow.
And if you gave him a bonnet, he would look like your grandma.
Wow.
I mean, he's still Axl Rose, but Slash is still the coolest guy in the room, right?
No doubt.
But Axl Rose is like a character. I mean, it was at points you just almost wanted to laugh, dude. You can't do that anymore. you just can't do that anymore.
Well, dude, there's 50,000 people in the Alamo Dome.
That's
probably 50 grand everywhere he goes. They're getting paid.
50 grand.
Well, 1,000 people everywhere he goes.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking that he doesn't really care. As long as people are paying for tickets, like you did,
yeah, absolutely,
he'll keep singing, even though it's bad. Doesn't matter.
I got to admit, we get off the air yesterday at 6:00. I get down to the Dome. Alice in Chains was already on. I mean, they went on at 6:00. And Guns N' Roses. I saw Guns N' Roses one time years and years ago. They were like 3 hours late. It's like, all right, the opening band is done. They've set up the stage, and it's like, all right, you're just waiting. Where's Axl? Is even here. And that's kind of what they were known for. Those dudes went on stage at 7:30. And I thought, good Lord, we're all old now. When they are actually on time, like they've turned into professional musicians now that they get Social Security checks. But to start the show at 7:30, and I thought, if they play an hour and a half and I'm home by 10, I'm going to be pissed, right?
Well, Axl got back from Luby's. It was time to perform.
Well, that was it.
It's all good.
That was it. It really was one of those, but I did not expect them to go for 3.5 hours. It was a great show, but if that was your first time seeing Guns N' Roses, I apologize.
Well, it probably wasn't. I would imagine, you were probably young in the crowd in there.
No, what I saw were, there are a lot of people my age, a lot of people your age, a lot of people there with their kids, right? And because you do want to pass that opportunity on to the younger generation, and I certainly appreciate that. But when I think about, I just saw Metallica play 2 shows a couple weeks ago in Dallas, and a Metallica show today is like a Metallica show was 20 years ago. Guns N' Roses, no, because Axl can't sing that way anymore. He just can't hit those notes like he did back in the day.
Axl, you just keep cashing those checks, young man. Doesn't matter what you sound like. People are going to pay. You just go in there and wail it out, brother.
But I got to tell you, I'm tired because I stood for,
But it must not have been that bad then.
Well, dude, I'm at a rock and roll show. I'm standing. I couldn't believe the people around me that were sitting down. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain songs like, all right, and I don't know this one. I can sit down, or I can go take a leak here, or go get another beer, or something. But even with songs that you would think, all right, everybody's on their feet for this one. There are people sleeping. There was a lady behind me. Now, I was on the floor in row 5. There was a lady behind me, so she was on the floor in row 6. And my wife tapped me on the shoulder and said, look back. And I looked back. She was asleep.
Really?
She was asleep. Now, her husband was having a great time. She was literally asleep.
Now, the older lady?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
well, sometimes that pot hits you a little harder than others, and you just got to take a nap. She might not have had a toke in a while.
I just think that was a lady that had no desire to be there, but her husband wanted to go, so she went. And literally at some point, I looked back and he was totally asleep.
See, I don't know how you do that at a show like that. 'Cause I'm assuming it was loud as hell.
It was loud. It was loud, but not loud like I want a Guns N' Roses concert to be. Alice in Chains, they were phenomenal. But I love Jerry Cantrell.
Well, David Alejandre, I hope I say that right, David, but he said he would have left after Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains are one of those bands, they always deliver. What I find funny on my Facebook memories, in 2016, on this very day, we saw Alice in Chains headlining a show at the Majestic. which is kind of cool. But Alice in Chains, Jerry Cantrell, one of my favorites. They always deliver. But no, I was more excited about Alice in Chains, but I want to see Guns N' Roses. I'm sticking around for that show. And
that was Alice in Chains. Do they sing the song that's my theme song? Is that the group or is somebody else?
What is your theme song?
Well, you know about the crazy bitch.
No. No, that's not them.
That's not them?
That is not them.
Okay. Who is it, Pledge?
Buck Cherry.
Buck Cherry. Buck Cherry sings
okay.
Crazy Bitch.
Okay.
Alice in Chains, you probably know their song Rooster, which you would like to be your theme song, but it's not.
Rooster.
Man in the Box, which, again, not quite your theme song, but you're the... Good Lord. And one day you're going to learn about music.
I guess.
One day you're going to learn about music. Just like one day our boss, Tim Spence, the sweaty monkey, is going to learn how to work a microwave.
Oh, my
gosh.
Right?
I am glad of all days that we're out here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 in Calabria Commons, because Tim sends an email to a company-wide email earlier today. 1,000 pardons is what the subject line is. Like, what the hell does that mean? Should be apologies, but whatever. He says, I put my popcorn into the microwave for 2 minutes. I came back and it's smoking. This microwave is on steroids. Sorry for the smell.
Come on, Tim.
So Spence is blaming the microwave for his inability to properly do microwave popcorn. Now, what are you doing walking away from the microwave if it's only 2 minutes, right? You always stand by the microwave and you wait till you hear it not popping anymore, especially if you've never used the microwave for microwave popcorn. I'm assuming that this is the first time he's tried to make popcorn at work in the microwave.
Isn't there a little button that says popcorn?
Well, look, I mean, he says 2 minutes. When you set the building on fire and it has to evacuate because of smoke and the burnt popcorn smell, I mean, that's right up there with cooking fish in the microwave in a break room or Brussels sprouts. That and burnt popcorn aren't allowed.
No, I'm glad we weren't there, but I'm pretty sure there's a button that says popcorn.
There is.
It takes all the guesswork out of it.
Well,
you just hit the popcorn button and you're good.
Well, and again, I mean, sometimes that could be complicated. Depends on the size of bag that you're trying to pop. And again, but you stand by it and you listen. And when it stops popping, you open the door and you don't set the place on fire. Because there is a few things that smell worse than burnt popcorn. And few things worse you could do at work than burn popcorn in the break room microwave and have that smell going throughout the building. That's just awful. James Pledger says he brought it into my room to tell me holding the burning bag, getting the smell all in my room.
Well, so apparently he took the burning bag up and down the hallways to make sure that every room stinks.
Well, and again, I mean, was it how burnt was the popcorn? I mean, it had to be bad enough to where he felt he needed to send an email apologizing to everybody.
Well, it must have smelled horrible.
Well, but it must have been so bad. I mean, we don't work in a small building, right? It's not like his apartment where, if you fart in one room, everybody is going to hear it or smell it, right? It's one of those, like, is it just
did you just really go there? I mean, honestly,
isolated.
We're talking popcorn now, farts. I mean,
to the kitchen or throughout the whole building. And did it actually catch fire? Was there smoke?
Are we still talking about farts or popcorn?
Popcorn.
Oh, okay. All right.
Popcorn. Although with Tim, you never know.
Well, I'm just wondering. My gosh. Oh, Tim.
James Pledger says the email was sent at 11:53, and I still smell it.
Dude, it won't be out of there till Monday. You kidding me? That smell's going to linger.
Luckily, I'll come back Tuesday.
Are we still talking popcorn?
Huh?
Are we still topping popcorn?
I don't know. It depends on you or Spence. I wouldn't want to smell the other from either one of you. I'm sure it would linger.
You would rather smell a fart than popcorn.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, because the fart's going to go away in seconds. The burnt popcorn's going to linger for hours.
I don't know.
Hours. I just know that Tim Spence is.
Have you been in the bathroom at our place? Dude, You walk in there and you think somebody's still in the stall, and it's like,
yeah.
When they put oxygen masks up above the urinal.
You would think there would be like Febreze. You go to some places and they have the little
they call that stuff?
That stuff smells worse.
Poopery. It works, though.
But Tim Spence is a professional microwave chef.
Apparently.
Right? I mean, most, if not all, of his meals come out of a microwave. It's embarrassing that man burnt popcorn at work. Oh, my goodness. Boy, we got a lot to get into today here at Texas Cheer Liquor. Number 9, any dreams you had of Dame wearing the silver and black, they're done. He's going to Milwaukee. The details coming up next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
First of all, I want to tell you about the Norton Law Group. You know, if you've been accused of a crime, or you think you might be, or you just want to keep this handy, okay? The LaHood Norton Law Group, former prosecutors turned criminal defense attorneys that can help you stay a step ahead of your legal program. In fact, they know both sides of the criminal justice system. They can handle all criminal cases, state or federal. With the LaHood Norton Law Group, you're going to get honest, aggressive, trusting, expert, fearless representation. I know that for a fact. Nico LaHood, if you're in trouble, you need an attorney on your side, there is no better attorney to call than Nico LaHood and his entire law group. If you need legal help, you need the LaHood Norton Law Group on your side. In fact, the LaHood Norton Law Group is your best defense, and they can be your legal bodyguards. Give them a call. It's a free consultation, 210-797-7700. That's 210-797-7700. Look, the sooner you make the call after you've been accused, the better. So give the LaHood Norton Law Group a call, 210-797-7700, or online at lahoodnorton.com.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Sunday, it's the Cowboys and Patriots at 2:30 p.m.
Micah Parsons is on the ball.
And he's still alive.
He's still running. He's still moving with the ball to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Are you playing in our Fall Golf Classic? We're expecting another sold-out tournament. Join the Blitz live at Slackers tomorrow to win your way in. We're going live at 2, and our Golden Tee tournament starts at 6. And the champ is winning a team of 4 to our Fall Golf Classic. It's tomorrow at Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar, the North Star location. For your chance to win a team of 4 to our Fall Golf Classic and a 4-pack to the WWE SmackDown tomorrow.
Mother's Window Tint, your car stereo and auto security headquarters, has a smoking hot deal. Purchase any Mother's Window Tint, car stereo, remote start, or car alarm and get a 1-month free membership to the CFL Smoke Shop's private Amsterdam Club, located next to Mother's on 281 North. Make your car go thump, thump, thump. Mother thump with one of our subwoofers, stereos, backup cameras, name brands, and expert installation. Remember, do it at Mother's and save!
Hey guys, do you know what makes Revive Men's Health San Antonio different? You. Every Revive treatment and medication is personalized just for you. Revive has the experts that guys go to when their current treatment isn't working. They have a complicated medical condition, or they're just not happy with their daily performance. Since 2011, they've helped thousands of local men suffering with the symptoms of low T and ED. Their goal is simple: to get to the bottom of your issues and fix them. Your best performance requires more than generic ED medications or a low-dose testosterone booster at a low-ball price like you find online. Revive medications are custom compounded, affordable, and guaranteed to resolve your issues. Stop dealing with the symptoms of low T or ED. Book your free T-check and exam and save $199 today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit us at revivemenshealth.com.
Smoker's Paradise, your premium smoke shop. Vaporizers, disposable e-cigarettes, hookah accessories, water pipes, cigars, and more. Now with 15 area locations, including the newest location at South Cross and Highway 37. Visit smokersparadise.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
It's football season and the Roo Pub is kicking off their 10-year anniversary party. Over the past decade, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch a game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. College football, pro football, the games are on at the Roo. Aggie fans, every game will be on with sound. And when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Celebrating 10 years, the Roo Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Lots of college teams have school traditions like Gig 'em. To get the word out about Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, I suggest we institute the following Quarter Moon Yell. Plum 'em!
Plum 'em?
We've got a whole team of fully stocked trucks, and our customers are the best in Texas. I say Quarter Moon, you say Plum 'em. Quarter Moon!
Folks, at Quarter Moon, we have a spirited tradition of solving every home problem imaginable, from plumbing to air conditioning to heating. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating day or night, and we'll fix them.
License number M16004, DACLA 000743458.
Thursday on R&R in the Morning, we hear from Jerry Jones and his State of the Cowboys. Also, we got Thursday night football. The Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers, which you can catch right here on San Antonio Sports Star with the pregame starting at 6:30. And then the Aggies had some breaking news on their QB. We're going to be joined by the voice of the Aggies, Andrew Monaco. Now back to the Blitz. Jason, great thing about that concert last night, no bathroom lines, because all you old geezers were peeing and pooping in your diapers. Sounds like good times. Use wipes.
You have no idea. Oh, man. In honor of Tim Spence burning microwave popcorn today, Rudolph Gonzalez on our YouTube channel says, I bet Spence reheats fish in the microwave.
You think that was him? Somebody did that not too long ago.
Yeah, and somebody made Brussels sprouts not long ago. Which is just awful. On our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe and comment there at sasportstar.com. Some guy admits to, and I can't imagine how bad this is, he microwaved ramen noodles without water. That just sounds like he was in any position to be working a microwave to begin with. If you are trying to make ramen noodles in the middle of the night and you forget to add water. I mean, that's all you have to do. I saw a funny meme the other day. You know, a truck carrying ramen noodles overturned and spilled noodles all over the highway, and the company said the net loss was $38. Oh, man. Rudy J on our YouTube channel says something about KTSA guys in our restrooms at work.
It says KTSA dudes drop bombs in the restrooms. No names. He's right.
What do you mean he's right?
He's absolutely right.
You think the only the KTSA types take a dump at work?
Yeah,
that might actually be true.
I think it is true. Absolutely.
I mean, there was a guy that worked at our place. And I'll name him because Eric Messersmith used to talk about this while he worked at our place. And, of course, now, you know, he's at Fox News. His wife, Christina Coleman's a big-time anchor there at Fox News in L.A. But when he was working at our place, he actually used to come to work to poop so he didn't have to buy toilet paper for the house.
Dude.
It's true. He would talk about that on his show.
I'd rather just steal the toilet paper and take it home. I mean, yeah, you could do that.
Well, I mean, you could, and he probably did, but you would see him up in the building random times like, what are you doing here? Well, I needed to take a dump, so I came over here.
You know, I'm very private when it comes to that. I mean, I don't want – I kind of like my
space,
my toilet.
Yeah.
I don't like. We've talked about airports and porta potties, and no,
airports and porta potties are two very different things.
Well, I don't know. Airports are very popular.
Well,
for that
they are. But
you
I
ever
think,
walk into an airport restroom, the stalls are full,
dude.
Look at it's. Then you just hear a big.
The noises.
Then you just hear a big.
I mean, you spend way too much time.
Some dude just
you're like your ear is up against the door.
Yeah, dude, you don't have to be. And then I'm standing there at the urinal laughing, and I'm like all over the place.
That's a you problem,
oh
Ryan
my
Eagle.
Gosh.
I mean, although I will admit, there's nothing that kind of, because I'm with you, man. I will clinch as long as I possibly can to avoid a having to sit down in public.
Yes.
Last night in the Alamo Dome, I mean, you walk in and like urinals are open and the guys are standing up like, oh, you're waiting for a stall here?
No kidding. Right?
Although when nature calls,
I guess, but man, take care of that before you left.
It's not about BM in a while.
Oh my!
Jason Garcia says Tim Spence did a Broncos and stunk up the place. By the way, Miami just scored again.
By the way, he is a Bronco fan. By the way, so
yeah. If you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, you're happy.
Got to be.
I mean, you think about NBA training camps open in a week, less than a week.
Yeah.
Like next week. And what was going to happen with Dame? And yesterday we talked about it. Well, I mean,
Spurs.
Get on the phone.
Yeah.
Milwaukee did. Giannis has to be the happiest man.
Well, Giannis is happy as heck. And, I mean, if you're a Bucks fan, you were worried about losing Giannis because he was unhappy, said he needed a commitment from the Bucks that they were actually going to go after a championship again. And if there's no better commitment than what was made today. Dame Lillard going to the Bucks. Now, some of this, it's a 3-team trade. Some of this is still up in the air from what I understand when it comes to Drew Holiday. Right now, as it stands, the Blazers get Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton, also a guy by the name of Tumani Kamara, and some picks, right? There's a pick swap involved. Now, the Suns get a bunch of guys that, I've heard of them, but they're not, they're not household names necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, Grayson Allen, they get a couple of players. For those keeping track of these things, Woj beat Shams by 7 minutes on the details of the trade.
Wow, there you go. Well, he's the man. He's the OG.
For those that keep track, a 7-minute victory for Woj on the details of the trade. But yeah, and any thought of Dame in San Antonio is done.
Well, and it depends on where you want to go with it, right? And what the Spurs want to do. And I think maybe this tells us a lot because in the scheme of things, although DeAndre Ayton, a big name, although he kind of sucks, but he's going to the Blazers. There wasn't a lot given up is what I'm trying to say. So the Spurs probably could have thrown in and sweetened the pot if they wanted to go that way.
Yeah. I mean, I think what this does tell me, though, even though the Portland's brass said they were going to find the best deal for Portland, they still did Dame a solid by sending him to a contender. You went to a team that has a legitimate chance of winning an NBA championship this year. I know he wanted Miami. I had not heard Milwaukee in the mix at all until today. Yesterday it was Toronto. But Dame wanted to go to a contender. And they sent him to a contender in the East. But could they have gotten more for him? It kind of feels like with the multiple teams involved, did the Spurs miss out on this? But I do think that Dame and Dame's agent and ultimately Portland did right by the player by sending him somewhere where he has an opportunity to compete for a championship.
Well, and now with he and Giannis, I mean, and that team as they're constructed, right now, they got to have to be the favorite in the East, I would think. I mean, my goodness, and with a happy Greek freak, then Bucks fans have to be just thrilled.
Absolutely. And again, training camp gets underway tomorrow. It'll be interesting to hear from Dame, who wanted Miami or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
how excited he is about Milwaukee.
Got to be thrilled. I mean, if you're Dame Lillard, you have to be absolutely thrilled. You go from Portland, who's got no chance, to Milwaukee, who's probably the favorite in the East now. I mean, you got to be thrilled if you're Dame Lillard.
Except for you're moving to Milwaukee instead of Miami. I mean, there is a little difference between, just a little.
Dame's got that private jet, buddy. He wants to go to Miami and go anytime he wants.
Well, just your post-game nightlife is different in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee might be lit on a Tuesday night.
Well, the fires will be. You got to stay warm somehow.
I don't know.
A night in February in Miami is a hell of a lot better than in Milwaukee.
Well, you don't know that, Jason. Have you ever spent a night in Milwaukee?
Actually, I have.
And
in February, no.
Sucks, huh? Never been to Milwaukee, so I don't know.
Well,
don't really care to go to Milwaukee either. But
the best part about a night in Milwaukee is it's a short drive to Chicago for some fun.
Well, there you go. You see?
Yeah, I mean, Milwaukee is not bad, but if you're wanting Miami and you end up in Milwaukee,
Miami just wasn't willing or unable to pony up what Portland wanted. And so you get some teams involved. I think it's a great situation for Dame Lillard. I really do.
It's the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star, live out at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 on Calabria. They're Calabria Commons in that shopping center here right off of 1604. Come out and hang out with us. Get some great samples. We are here until 6 o'clock tonight. If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. If you need your logo on any kind of shirts, maybe a nice fishing shirt, a golf shirt, Sam will get you taken care of. You need T-shirts screen printed, go see Sam. If you need caps, Sam has over 12,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom, including the popular Richardson 112 style trucker caps. He has over 700 uniform lines to choose from. Nobody has better prices. Sam has all the big name brands, and he's the only company in Texas with one-day turnaround. Call Sammy's Embroidery and Printing, 210-824-3900, 824-3900, or better yet, go by that massive showroom down on San Pedro. It's a mile inside Loop 410, next to Big Lots across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
It's R&R in the morning.
Thursday on R&R in the morning, we hear from Jerry Jones on the state of the Cowboys, red zone, penalties, and depth charts.
Andrew Monaco joins us just after 9 o'clock. Aggie's got to find them a starting quarterback. Is Max Johnson going to be the answer? Headed toward a title? We're going to talk about it. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, man. Looking good.
It's Stitch Fix. I'd like to thank my stylist for making me look so great. They always get my fit just right. They send clothes that work for me and my budget. They even found me my favorite pair of jeans. I'd like to thank Stitch Fix because let's get real, I couldn't make this style happen on my own. They just make everything so easy. So thank you, Stitch Fix. They just get me, and they'll get you too. Stitch Fix. Take your style quiz today at StitchFix.com.
A lot of schools talk about training the cybersecurity workforce of the future, but do they really deliver? My Computer Career has been supplying the IT workforce with thousands of skilled, certified pros for 15 years. Train with the experts in support, networking, or cybersecurity and start your career in months, not years. Upskill even faster. On campus or live online, qualified students may get financial aid, including the GI Bill. My Computer Career. Accredited, acclaimed, effective. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Is it just me, or is it always a struggle to take a good family pic? Between getting everyone to smile and finding the right outfits, it's not easy. Luckily, I shopped Kohl's Friends and Family sale and got 20% off styles that are perfect for our upcoming photos. And the rest of fall, too. I got myself a flannel for $27.99, my daughter jeans for $24.99, and more, which put a smile on my face. Now to get one on everyone else's. Select styles. Offer ends October 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-583-5795. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-583-5795. That's 800-583-5795. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FIND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
It's the Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your shot at $50,000 nationally, while weekly winners locally get a $50 gift card to 5 Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. At the end of the season, locally, the best overall record wins the San Antonio Grand Prize of $1,000 worth of tickets to any event from Awesome Tickets. Sign up today at sasportstar.com.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix on the Wemby Wednesday.
Hump Day!
Also Wednesday.
Hump Day!
Hump Day!
Hump Day!
Poor AD sitting there, he's got to listen to this out here at Texas Cheerlicker number 9. I think he liked. Do you remember that commercial, AD?
Well, of course. Who doesn't remember that commercial?
Well, I'm just saying some people may not. I'm just curious, AD. You're a smart guy.
AD, the owner of Texas Cheerlicker.
Yes, he's the owner of Texas Cheer. I sound better than the camel, don't you think? Thanks.
Did you really just hear what you said?
Thank you.
I
Yes.
sound better than a camel. Like
Day.
Literally the words out of your mouth. I sound better than a camel.
Than that camel. Not any camel.
No,
just that camel.
But literally you said, I sound better than a camel.
Well, I do. I mean, that goes without saying.
Hump Day!
Joe cracks himself up.
I love that. One more time, Pledge.
Hump Day!
Hump Day! It's turning my favorite day of the week.
Yeah, Wednesday, huh?
Wednesday.
You know, a listener, Steve Soto, made a shirt for Joe Reinagel and had it delivered to the radio station that says Hump Day.
Yes. Well, no, it says Hump Day!
With 2 humps.
With 2 humps.
A camel with 2 humps.
Oh, my
Absolutely.
gosh.
people walk into
I know
Texas
they're
Chair like, what the hell's going on in there?
happening here?
What are you doing, Ryan Eagle? Yeah, well, it's sample day here at Texas Cheer Liquor, sampling from Silver Star Vodka and Silver Star Honey Whiskey. And you think about the half gallons handles. Texas Cheer already has the best price. Today, till 6 o'clock, you can get a half gallon for $14.99.
Wow.
Of the Silver Star, which is great. Plus, sampling of the new private barrel that dropped today, Four Roses private single barrel samples. Hard to find, hard to get, and they have them here at Texas Cheer Liquor, number 9, while we're out here from 2 to 6. So if you want to sample and get a bottle, come by and see us here. You get those Four Roses.
And all you have to do is say, Hump Day!
Hump Day!
Oh, I love Wednesdays.
Uh-huh.
Great day. Great day.
It's a great day. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
You
having
sure?
a great time.
You know, Jerry Jones made his weekly appearance on 105.3 The Fan today. And Jerry must enjoy hump day too, because he was a little bit chippier today than I thought he might be after the embarrassing loss to the Arizona Cardinals. Jerry is a very glass half full. It's, only game 3, a lot of new players, lots of reasons, lots of excuses. But one thing that Jerry did say that I found very interesting is, in the passing game, it hasn't looked like what we are used to. Now, granted, with Kellen Moore gone and Mike McCarthy taking over, we expected there to be some changes. And we've talked a lot about trust. Some of the play calls appear as if Mike McCarthy might not fully trust Dak Prescott.
Yes.
Jerry was asked this morning if Dak is being limited to help prevent turnovers.
The answer is yes. You have limited things that he used to be doing. You have limited that. But on the other hand, we have made what we are doing more doable for him. And so I think that offsets. That throw at the end of the game, that throw's intended for the very back of the end zone high. It was low and it was in the middle, and of course you saw players all around it. My point is, we have answers. He has answers, and he has capability to make those kinds of plays when it's on the line in the future. So you say, boy, should you be worried about the ability to get it in a situation like that? You always are. Red zone is a challenge. But I think we will execute that play you saw at the end better next time. We've got a chance to. We've got the talent to. We've got the quarterback to. And so I'm not dismayed by that. I'm sorry we didn't do it that time, but I'm not dismayed.
A couple of things there. A lot to digest by what he just said. First of all, that first sentence, I have no clue what he was talking about. We've limited him, but yet we're doing what we're doing. Anyway, we'll hear that.
Honestly, I think what he means by that is we have decided as a group, as a coaching staff, what they think Dak Prescott does best, and that's what they are calling plays for, as opposed to, can Dak really get this part done? Plays that, on some sort of grading scale aren't where they want it to be. They've eliminated those. That's what I take out of that. They know what they have in Dak Prescott. They know what his strengths are. They know what he can do, what he can't do, and they're not going to force him to do things that he can't do. And that tells me that Kellen Moore had plays in there that they didn't think that Dak was capable of executing, and they've tried to eliminate those plays.
Well, that's pretty sad for an NFL quarterback that you have to eliminate plays that Dak can't do. I mean, that's sad on its face there.
I think every coach at every level puts in plays that they think better accent the qualities and skill set of their players, whether it's a receiver, whether it's a quarterback.
Well, obviously, then I take that last play out, because he can't execute it.
Well,
or you don't have little
next time it will be different. I don't want to see it next time.
You don't have little bitty Brandon Cooks running back there. Maybe a C.D. Lamb, maybe a Jake Ferguson, somebody else besides a Brandon Cooks. That's first of all. And when you hear Jerry talk, Jerry's sick and tired of seeing the same damn mistakes game after game after game. Penalties, turnovers, not being able to execute. That's why he's salty today, and I don't blame him. No. I mean, at some point in time, you've got an 8-year veteran quarterback. You've got a Mike McCarthy as your head coach who has won a Super Bowl, who comes in with all these, great resume, right? And you're still making the same mistakes. 13 penalties in that football game. 13.
Which is unacceptable. And that's a sign of an undisciplined team. That's also not unusual for the Dallas Cowboys, although we thought that a lot of that got cleaned up and taken care of. They're not consistently a 13 penalty team, but and I don't give a damn what the ref crew is. You know what the refs are going to do. You know how to play the game. That can't be a part of the excuses the week after, and yet you heard it today from the owner, you heard it from the head coach, you heard it from players after the game. But back to Dak and the things that he can do extremely well. We know Kellen Moore likes to go down the field. The vertical passing game hasn't been there really in the first 3 games. And he was asked, Jerry was today, by the boys up there on the Fan, have they eliminated to a degree the vertical passing game?
Well, it's not. I'd say it's not. That's fair. On the other hand, do we need to take advantage of Cook's speed vertically? Do we need to take advantage of Gallup's skills vertically, his ability to go up for the ball vertically? The answer is yes, and it's there. We can. The players can execute it. We know it's there. We'll have many situations where we'll take the time to do that. But the vertical game is live and well with us. But make no mistake about it, we've got in between the vertical game and the running game, you've got quite a few things we're doing different out there.
Well, okay. I suppose.
It's alive and well. We haven't seen it.
He didn't mention C.D. Lamb in that vertical game, did he?
He did not.
He only mentioned Cooks and Michael Gallup. I wonder why. But that's for another show. Look, I don't think Dak knows what Dak is supposed to do. I get that feeling. When you look at Dak Prescott, and I've seen Dak Prescott play football. I've seen Dak Prescott look confident. I'll be honest with you. Sunday, that man looked like he was lost on a lot of plays. He looked like he was flat out lost. He didn't know it's almost like they've got a leash on him. You can do this, but you can't do that.
Thinking instead of reacting.
Well, that's exactly right. And I think that's part of what he's been told. And he just doesn't know what he wants to do. And he damn sure doesn't want to throw interceptions because he gets hammered for it every time he does. So it's just tough. And that game in particular, because the other two, we really didn't see much, except for that first drive against the Jets. That was great. But it hasn't been that way again.
Well, and again, I go back. Mike McCarthy said it would probably take till about week 5 before they feel like they're running on all cylinders with the new offense. And having 3 backup offensive linemen in there, maybe they did eliminate the vertical passing game against the Cardinals just because they didn't know if those guys would be able to protect well enough to give Dak enough time in the pocket for those guys to get downfield. That certainly is a possibility, and I would put that as a reason, not an excuse, because you were going with 3 backup offensive linemen. It was just weird, but I do think you're onto something, Joe, with the communication and maybe the comfortability of the plays that are being called by Mike McCarthy. Is Dak as confident in those or with what he is supposed to be able to do? And I wonder if this also comes back to not playing in real life situations during the preseason. It's one thing to practice all these against the defense that you know extremely well in a very controlled environment. When you don't know what the other defense is going to do, and the tendencies of those players like the ones you face every day in practice, it might look good on a Thursday practice, and it doesn't look at all that way during the game on a Sunday.
Well, they better figure it out. Look, because they got Bill Belichick coming in, who, again, doesn't have the players that he had, but he is still smart. He's going to scheme, and he'll fix that. I fully believe the Cowboys will rebound and win this game. But all I've got to say about that lineman, reason, excuse, whatever you say, I think the Houston Texans scored 37 points with 4 offensive linemen out, starters. So I hate hearing that. I honestly hate hearing that. You got guys there, you got to run your offense. And those backup offensive linemen can't do it, then they need to be playing in the XFL or something. I mean, that's just drives me insane. Well, if these guys can't do the same things that your starters can do, why are they there?
Those same offensive linemen for Houston that scored a lot of points against Jacksonville didn't do squat offensively against the Colts the week before. And, they're backups for a reason. You're not going to get the same level of production. And 2 of those guys were making their first start. And quite honestly, I thought the offensive line for the Cowboys on Sunday wasn't the reason that they were struggling. It wasn't one of those offensive line performances where you thought, my God, we can't run the ball. I mean, Tony Pollard had over 100 yards. Dak still was 25 of 40, and I think that's a bigger part of the problem, 40 pass attempts for Dak Prescott. And his record when he hits that magic number of 40 is god-awful. And speaking of god-awful, that's how the Cowboys have been so far in the red zone. And clearly, Jerry Jones knows that has to change if the Cowboys are going to be successful this year.
Well, hopefully we'll get down there as many times as we have in the first 3 games, which we've been down there ample times to execute there. Now, we all know I saw it mentioned yesterday, when you get in that red zone, that's the defensive time. That's the defensive end of the action right there. They have the edge, they have a shorter field. So we all know it's every team has it. Do we have the players to get the ball in there? Unquestionably, we have the players. Can we execute better? Can we do that? You can imagine what a focus point it is for our team. And certainly after last weekend. And so do we have the ability to really correct and have a higher percentage of touchdowns in the red zone? Absolutely. Yes, we do. And the scheme that we have and the plays we're trying to run, all of that, if you could and did, you could walk out there and say, just give me every option we've got in the red zone. You'd sit down and you'd see and reconcile it with our personnel, and you'd like what you saw. Now we've got to get it done.
Well, get it done, but you've got to stop being cute.
Yeah.
I mean, you get in the red zone, and the Cowboys, it seems like everything they've done to get there, they stop doing once they get there. Tony Pollard, 122 yards on the ground the other day. Why in the world do you stop going to Tony Pollard? And if you don't think he's a goal line guy or a red zone guy, then go get one. I think that he is. From what I saw on Sunday, and as hard as that young man ran, I think he is that guy. Rico Dowdle, physical runner. Why don't you use him a little bit? You got Hunter Lupke. He's a big dude. Put him in there. I just don't understand why you think you have to get cute. If I'm the Cowboys, if I'm Mike McCarthy, I get to the red zone, I'm taking the football squarely out of Dak's hand.
I don't know if you can take it out of Dak's hand. They've just got to get creative in there. I mean, you think about they've been in the red zone 15 times, which is number 1 in the NFL. The fact that they haven't been able to score more touchdowns, way too many field goals. Hell, if you're 50%, which I think would be a bad number in the red zone, they're 3-0 and looking like world beaters. I mean, when you look at like Philadelphia, they're 3-0. Yet they don't really look like Philadelphia yet. We know Philadelphia is not playing their best football, not close to it.
That's scary.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
You look at Miami. I don't know that Miami could have a better offensive game. San Francisco, while 3-0, we know they're going to get better. The Cowboys have to get better. I mean, law of averages say if you're getting to the red zone, 15 times, I mean, simple math. I mean, that's 5 times a game in the red zone. and they have way too many field goals. Eventually, they've got to figure out how to punch those in, and that to me is all play calling. Dak knows how to play in the red zone. He's 8 years in the league. To me, it's play calling and wide receivers getting separation. It's easy to sit there and say, well, clearly they miss Zeke. They miss the route running capabilities of Amari Cooper. All of those kind of things. That's easy. But, CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, he'll figure it out. I know the tight end room hasn't played up to what many expected them to, but young players, they will figure it out. I think Ferguson will figure it out. He's got to.
Well, I think again, I don't see where all the criticism is. I heard it again this morning on ESPN. Jake Ferguson, not Dalton Schultz. I mean, Dalton Schultz has gone away to Houston and been banished.
Yeah.
So obviously he's not the end-all be-all of tight ends.
Well, he was good for what the Cowboys needed, especially in the red zone.
Well, maybe that's Kellen Moore. Maybe Kellen Moore wasn't so bad after all. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying, look, you've got to be a little, not necessarily creative, but you've got to be just play football down there.
Well,
don't be so
don't
cute.
Get cute.
Exactly.
Yeah, be creative, just not cute. Who's the best team in college football? You might be surprised what Greg McElroy says. We'll get into that coming up next here on the Blitz, live out of Texas. Cheers. Out here at Calabar Common Shopping Center. We are here until 6 o'clock with a lot of great free samples. Come by and see us here. Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Sunday, it's the Cowboys and Patriots at 2:30 p.m.
Micah Parsons is on the ball.
And he's still alive.
He's still running. He's still moving with the ball to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's football season, and the Roo Pub is kicking off their 10-year anniversary party. Over the past decade, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch a game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. College football, pro football, the games are on at the Roo. Aggie fans, every game will be on with sound. And when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Celebrating 10 years, the Roo Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Introducing Swiffer's Best Clean, the new Swiffer Power Mop. It's an all-in-one cleaning system that gives you the cleaning power of a mop and bucket without the hassle. Mop smarter with the new Swiffer Power Mop, so you can clean your home in half the time.
Smoker's Paradise, your premium smoke shop. Vaporizers, disposable e-cigarettes, hookah accessories, water pipes, cigars, and more. Now with 15 area locations, including the newest location at South Cross and Highway 37. Visit smokersparadise.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
2 times the healthy blood pressure support? That's a number to rave about. Thanks to Superbeats Heart Chew's unique 2X ingredient that helps promote normal blood pressure nearly 2 times more effectively than diet and exercise alone. Superbeats is America's #1 selling beet brand and the only #1 cardiologist, doctor, and pharmacist recommended beet brand for heart health support. A clinical study showed that the key ingredient in Superbeats Heart Chews is nearly 2 times more effective at supporting normal blood pressure than a healthy lifestyle alone. And they're part of a brand with over 60,000 5-star ratings and reviews. So double your potential with a special offer exclusively for radio listeners. Get a free 30-day supply of Superbeats Heart Chews and 15% off your first order at getsuperbeats.com with code RADIO. That's a free 30-day supply and 15% off for radio listeners only at getsuperbeets.com, code RADIO.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game in a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
And Twin Peaks is honoring the pursuit of brews and barrel-aged bourbon every Friday at our Bourbon and Brews party. Get to Twin Peaks Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. to experience a lingerie costume party paired with exceptional bourbons, tastings, and giveaways. Cheers!
Golfers, swing into Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the hottest new fall arrivals from TaylorMade, Callaway, and Titleist. Come by and test drive the new TaylorMade P790 irons, the new Callaway Apex Pro iron sets, and the new Titleist T-Series irons. While you're there, get a free custom fitting on the new arrivals and more. Edwin Watts Golf Shops is your headquarters for all the latest golf gear from all the top manufacturers. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at edwinwattsgolf.com.
Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen up, sports bettors. This is Rudy J here to tell you about my favorite sports book and casino. That's BetUS.com. I only endorse one sports book and casino, and that's BetUS.com. They're celebrating their 30th year sports betting service with a special offer this football season, up to 30 risk-free bets. That's right, 30 risk-free bets. It's called Bet Protect. BetUS offers the industry's biggest 125% sign-up bonus, and there's more. They offer a massive 200% crypto sign-up bonus and a 250% casino bonus. The game always gets more exciting with a bet. You can take it to another level at BetUS.com, live in-game betting. Don't wait. Take advantage of their 30th year offer, up to 30 risk-free bets. Get started today by visiting BetUS.com or give them a call at 1-800-MY-BET-US. That's 1-800-692-3887 to learn all about their bonuses and special offers. That's 1-800-MY-BET-US, BetUS.com, the sports book and casino where the game begins.
Your home for the Cowboys.
Prescott all the way, runs it in for the touchdown.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
It's breaking news in the NBA. The Portland Trailblazers have traded guard Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-team trade. Blazers get Suns big man DeAndre Ayton and guard Drew Holiday. Dallas Cowboys have signed center Billy Price to their practice squad. He was a first-round pick in 2018. So what does that mean for Tyler Biadasz? Well, he remains in rehab along with Tyron Smith and Zach Martin. The Blitz continues at Texas Cheer Liquor.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Oh, boy.
Howdy.
Here we go on this Wemby Wednesday. The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Live out here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 on Joe's favorite day of the week.
Hump Day! I love Wednesdays.
Rudy J has showed up here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 because we have plenty of free samples. Could you imagine, Rudy J, if Rob Thompson did that to you at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday and he was starting to go,
Hump Day!
Uh-huh.
Hump Day!
It ain't any different at 3:03 in the afternoon, I can tell you that.
My favorite day of the week.
Although, I mean, I know it makes a lot of people smile. Hell, it made one of our listeners inspired enough to make Joe Reinagel a shirt and delivered it. That's right. This guy named Steve, great listener.
Yes.
Not only did he put Hump Day on the shirt, he put the white belt on the back.
Hold on, I got to turn around.
But don't show us your ass, dude. Don't turn around.
Well, they'd like to see that. But instead, I'll just show the belt.
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Absolutely. Appreciate that. Come by and see us here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. Rudy J is in the building. Jerry Jones Jr. is in the building.
That's true.
And you know, there's so much going on. So many great free samples here at Texas Cheer Liquor, especially from the private barrels, a brand new one that just came in today. Literally, the boxes were delivered as we were showing up. The Four Roses private single barrel, and we are sampling those. Plus, we've got 3 other Texas Cheer Liquor private barrels: Elijah Craig, Penelope Toasted, and Maker's Mark private selection.
And we're sampling all of those as well, not to mention the fact that you can get a handle of Silver Star vodka for the low price of $14.99
for a half gallon.
For a half gallon
of the Silver Star vodka or the Silver Star honey whiskey. You know, Texas Cheer already had the best price in town. You can get it even cheaper between now and 6 o'clock. So come by and see us here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9.
And just give me a good old hump day.
Now, when you ask for a good old hump day, what are you actually asking people to do?
Well, they should walk in and be happy about it. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. That means that we're rolling into the weekend.
You're getting kind of weak on that. I mean, where's the effort?
What do you mean the effort?
I mean, that was weak.
That was?
That was.
Give me one pledge.
Hump day.
Hump day.
See, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
But if you go too much day, then it's not, you know, you kind of lose it a little bit.
Is the emphasis on the hump, or is the emphasis on the day?
On the day. See, even you can do this, Jason. Day.
Really?
Hump day.
Really?
It's that easy.
You just scared the hell out of this lady that walked in. The lady walks into Texas Cheer Liquor number 9.
Her eyes got this big, man.
She's leaving. Yeah, come back.
Come on in.
Come in.
You're good. Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Get some free samples.
Yes.
All right, do it one more time for the lady.
Is that for her?
Yeah, just for her. Yeah.
No, you're not being filmed.
Yeah.
No. This is radio.
She feels like she's walking in on one of those.
Pumped.
Yeah, exactly. There's cameras somewhere. Why is this guy I used to see on TV doing the weather saying hump day in the liquor store?
Hump day.
Hump day. Oh, I love it. It makes me happy.
Good Lord. Let's do the headline blitz.
Crazy.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
Who is the best college football team in the country as we sit right now? ESPN and former Alabama quarterback Greg McElroy says
Quinn Ewers is starting to come into his own. Really a lot more decisive, getting the ball out quicker. The offensive line has done a great job holding up in protection and being pretty good the last couple of weeks running the football. We know the receivers are an elite group, and the tight end, JT Sanders, is maybe the most difficult matchup in the entire Big 12. But what I've really come around on with Texas is just how good they are on the defensive side. But I think this defensive line, I think they are at worst, second, maybe third in the country as far as depth and quality. Their defensive line's amazing. Their linebackers are incredible. The one question mark I have is the secondary, but no one's had time to be able to potentially expose that secondary because of how relentless their pass rush is.
Until somebody knocks off the Georgia Bulldogs, we can speculate all we want. The Dogs are the best team in college football.
So Greg McElroy, former Bama guy, doesn't want to give Georgia credit? Or
apparently
who's
not
the best team in the country not named Georgia? Although, to be honest, and you're right, Georgia has to lose. Georgia doesn't look like the same Georgia team, especially in that game against South Carolina. I mean, Spencer Rattler damn near beat that team.
Spencer Rattler has never beaten anybody.
Well,
are you kidding me?
I mean, that's not necessarily true. But the Texas Longhorns ranked number 3 in the country. What I hate is hearing talk like that, and it's Kansas week. Kansas is ranked number 24. The game is in Austin, 2:30 kickoff this Saturday at DKR on ABC. But Kansas, I mean, Kansas and Texas, and then you got the Red River rivalry coming up. But for whatever reason, it's like the Cardinals beating the Cowboys 7 of 8. For whatever reason, Kansas is that team. I don't like hearing this kind of talk, Greg McElroy, this week, knowing Kansas is on the schedule.
Well, look, this is a trap week for both Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma's got Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those teams, are already thinking about, they're hearing about from everywhere they go on their campuses. They're hearing about the state fair. They're hearing about Texas OU week, and they're hearing about it. And so Sark's job, and whoever the coach is at Oklahoma, I'm not sure who that is these days, but whoever that is, has got to be talking to their team about, hey, you better not look past these guys or all the flash is going to go out of Texas OU weekend.
It's interesting because you think about good college teams and looking past. A couple of Colorado Buffalo stories here. One, I know you love the old school approach that Coach Prime has.
I do.
With his players.
Yeah.
I loved hearing them go a little back and forth with the reporter yesterday over one of their better players not playing because the kid wasn't prepared.
Coach Sean Keeler at the Denver Post, you mentioned last week that Cormani seeing the field was up to Cormani. I wonder if you could elaborate on what you want to see him do, one. And two, did he help his case?
Study, prepare.
Late against
Study,
Oregon.
prepare, be on time for meetings. Show up to the darn meetings.
Wow.
Understand what we're doing as a scheme. Want to play this game. Desire to play this game. Desire to be the best in this game. At practice, in the film room, and on your own free time. You do know that I check film time for each player upon the week. Thursday, I need film times from the whole staff so I can see who's been preparing. And that's just not about Kamani. That's about a multitude of them. So if I don't see that you would be a fool to put somebody out there and they're unprepared. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. I'm old school. I'm sorry.
Did Oregon help in that regard because he got out there late? Did what you saw?
What a score. Shoot. I started to put you out there at one point.
You see that Broncos game? It would have looked like that.
Leave my guy alone. Leave my guy alone. I love the Broncos. I love their coach. Sean Payton's my guy.
Wow, that just took it down a level.
Well, I mean, imagine being a fan in Colorado, the state.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Your Buffaloes get destroyed by Oregon, and then the Broncos go out and give up 70. I mean, you watched your teams give up 150 points over a weekend. I mean, that's bad.
Look, I just wish more coaches were like Deion Sanders. More need to be like Deion Sanders. And if you don't want to play football for a guy like that, then go somewhere else. And that's exactly what he told about 80 of those guys and then brought in a team. I think it's fantastic. And I think, I think players deep down inside, most of them want to be coached like that. They do. They want to play football. They know that a guy like Deion Sanders is going to make them better. He's going to hold them accountable. And I think a lot of players want that. And they just, now coaches, a lot of them, just coddle their players.
It's interesting because I almost think they don't know what it's like to be coached hard. I mean, you got a 5-star,
Right.
You got a star player, show up for meetings. I mean, just be on time, show up.
Yes.
I mean, Deion was saying essentially the kid's not even showing up for some meetings and he's watching zero film. He's Johnny Manziel. And they check that kind of stuff. Now, we know what happened in Colorado last week against Oregon, which, again, not unexpected. This week, USC probably going to do something similar, although Lincoln Riley isn't falling into the trap this week by saying anything negative about the Colorado program.
He's done a great job. I mean, look at the results. I mean, that's, at the end of the day, our job as coaches is to do what's necessary to help make these programs that give us an opportunity the best possible can. And that's kind of the end of it. And, we've all seen it here. There's a lot more similarities in the transformation here and what coach has done at Colorado than there's not. So, yeah, I mean, I see right where he's coming from. He's done a great job with the roster. And I think, the other thing I've seen I don't know him. I've never met him. But he seems to be, very genuine in his approach.
Well, and those are all the right things to say. Look, I'm going to say this. Maybe this is controversial. Oregon is a better football team than USC.
Well, Oregon plays defense.
Exactly. USC doesn't know how to spell defense.
I mean,
I guarantee you Colorado is going to score 30-plus. Now, they may not win, but they score 30-plus this Saturday.
You know, it's going to be interesting because, I mean, Caleb Williams and that USC offense is incredible. And, you know, watching them play last week against Arizona State, which is an awful football team.
Awful.
Arizona State hung with them for a while because they were able to score. They were able to move. I agree with you. I think Colorado can score more this week. I just don't know if they're going to be able to stop Caleb Williams and that USC offense.
They may not be able to, and USC probably wins the game. I'm just saying, I think Oregon is a better football team than USC overall, and obviously we'll find that out later in the season. But I think it was a tougher test for Colorado last week than it will be this week. Not saying they're going to win the game, but they'll have some success offensively.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star live today, right now out at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. Tomorrow we're going to be at Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar, the North Star location. We're going to have a Golden Tee tournament for your opportunity to win a foursome indoor golf tournament, which is coming up on Monday. So tomorrow, especially if you're a Golden Tee type, you want to get out to Slackers, and we're also going to let James Pledger out because he's challenging you, Joe Reinagle, to a Golden Tee tournament for bragging rights.
Well, you know, youth, they're not very bright sometimes, so I'll spank his little hiney tomorrow and send him along his way.
Although checking the tape, film study, you haven't been practicing. James has.
I don't need to.
It's going to be very interesting. Big trade today in the NBA. Dame Lillard has a new home. We're talking about it next on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Dallas Cowboys football. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Sunday, it's the Cowboys and Patriots at 2:30 p.m.
Micah Parsons is on the ball.
And he's still alive.
He's still running. He's still moving with the ball. To the 10, to the 5, to the goal line.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Football season means grilling season, and Five Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks is your one stop for all your tailgating and home gating needs. With one of the best grilling sections, Five Oaks Ace Hardware has a huge selection of Traeger, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone, plus all your grill accessory needs with over 300 spices and rubs, over 20 brands of charcoal, wood chips, pellets, and everything you need for tailgating or home gating. Five Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks near Jones Maltzberger.
Join the Blitz live this Friday at Round Table Pizza, located at 842 Northwest Loop 410. Beer, wings, pizza, football. Yeah, you heard that right. Plus, the 6 shooters from the Gunslingers are going to be hanging out with us, too. This Friday, come get a slice at Round Table Pizza.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Nobody brings you more value in fine jewelry than Diamonds Direct, and they're proving it again by rolling back interest rates to 0%. But you need to hurry. Now through Sunday only, you can make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with an unheard of interest rate of 0.0%. A $6,000 ring is just $100 a month. But hurry, this radical offer ends Sunday at 5 p.m. Don't miss this once-a-year blockbuster deal. Hurry, 5 years, zero interest financing. Get details and more at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion. Improved credit.
Lots of college teams have school traditions like Gig 'em. To get the word out about Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, I suggest we institute the following Quarter Moon Yell. Plum 'em!
Plum 'em?
We've got a whole team of fully stocked trucks, and our customers are the best in Texas. I say Quarter Moon, you say Plum 'em. Quarter Moon!
Folks, at Quarter Moon, we have a spirited tradition of solving every home problem imaginable, from plumbing to air conditioning to heating. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating day or night, and we'll fix them.
License number M16004, DACLA 000743458.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment, the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800 on qualifying implements. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer.
From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, for 75 years, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
SA Card House is San Antonio's premier card house. That's right, all of my poker playing listeners tuning in, SA Card House is a must visit. It's a beautiful atmosphere. It's clean, it's inviting, and it's top-notch customer service from the time you walk in the door. It brings a completely new vibe to card houses in San Antonio, offering games for all skill levels. That's what I love so much about it. Whether you're just like me, you're kind of learning, trying to find your way, or you're a pro, SA Card House is the place for you. They're located off of 281 North and Bitters. They have a full bar and grill attached. Yes, Foster's Bar and Grill. I've had everything on that menu, and everything on that menu is fantastic. And all the way through September 30th, they're going to be celebrating their 6-year anniversary by giving you over $270,000 in cash and prizes. That's right, SA Card House. Visit them today at sacardhouse.com. That's SA Card House at Bitters at 281.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FIND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Check out the Jim Rome Show, weekdays at noon.
If you're San Antonio, there are benefits that come along with it. I will cut you the front of the line. We're going to hype the return.
On 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Out of Texas, Cheer Liquor number 9 on this Wemby Wednesday.
All day. Howdy.
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 Howdy. Oh, Wemby making his rounds last week, going into the Rue Pub. Went to some other places around town. I don't understand the idiots that are mad that Wemby went into a bar. Now,
I don't get that. Who's mad?
Check social media.
Really?
Yeah. It's idiotic. Now, first off, the Rue Pub is a restaurant. It is a restaurant and bar. You don't have to be 21 to go in there.
No.
Right? And he was drinking a Topo Chico. He was not having any alcohol. But he was going around to all the cool places in San Antonio that he has heard about. And as he gets ready to start training camp, it was a cool thing. And
I thought it was great. And I know that, I mean, he's already talked about the Rue Pub because he saw the video from the night the Spurs got the #1 draft pick, and he loved it. So, of course, that had to be a stop.
That was
getting to know San Antonio.
One of his stops. And, from what I understand, he walks into the Rue Pub, takes pictures with a lot of people there, hung out for a little while, and went on to go, he's gone to the Alamo, he's gone to Southtown, he's gone to some of the murals. He's just done a lot of really cool things as the NBA season is about to get underway. You look at the NBA, one of the storylines is what's going to happen with Dame. And with training camp about to start, you figure deadlines make deals. Portland is going to find a new home for Damian Lillard. Yesterday, we talked about, could it be San Antonio? I got choked up thinking about what we missed out on because I don't even know if the Spurs put together a package, to be honest. He gets traded today. He doesn't go to Miami. He goes to Milwaukee.
Boy, and that makes Milwaukee the favorite in the East. I don't think there's any question about it. It doesn't matter what you say, Rudy. That is a fact. That makes them the favorite because, look, Dame Lillard with Giannis and the pieces they already have there, not to mention the fact that they just made Giannis very happy. He was very important. He was very upset with Milwaukee, was talking about getting out of there. Now he sees a commitment by the franchise to win another championship, and that's all he wanted.
And again, that's what he has said. I want to be in Milwaukee as long as they're committed to winning. And you make a move like this. Now, Dame is up there in age, so he'll probably got 2, 3.
30, what, 2, 3?
32, 33, whatever. So another 2, 3 good years with Dame at the level that we expect him to play at.
Okay.
Right?
Well, perhaps.
I mean, what do you think? He's going to play till he's 40?
Well, you never know. I mean, look at James Harden. He still thinks he's a superstar.
Well, thinking you're a superstar and actually being a superstar are two very different things.
Well, that's a great point.
I mean, James Harden is such a superstar, he's not even going to show up for media day next week.
He's such a great guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jeez.
He's a wonderful teammate.
Yeah.
How dare you even put him and Dame in the same sentence right now?
Look, Dame Lillard's going to help that Milwaukee team.
He is.
He's going to help them. Giannis is happy. I like my chances with the Milwaukee Bucks to win an NBA championship or certainly get out of the East.
Well, and again, I mean, for Dame Lillard, he now has an opportunity to compete for an NBA championship. And Portland, their brass ultimately, I think, did right by the player. Because when you look at the package, there's 3 teams involved and some other players and whatnot. But at the same time, you feel like Portland was holding out for this, windfall of talent and picks coming back. And I don't know that they really got that. You know what I mean? I mean, they got a lot, but, I'm looking at that going, Miami couldn't have come up with something similar if that's what ultimately sealed the deal when Miami was in on it and that is where he wanted to go. But ultimately, I think Portland got as good of a deal as they could get. Very similar to when we shipped a dude to Toronto. We got the best deal that in San Antonio that the Spurs were going to be able to get under the situation. You sent him to the East. You sent him to a contender, which to me is doing right by the player, but also getting something quality in return, which they ultimately do.
Well, Portland's haul depends. They got DeAndre Ayton, and I'm not sure that that's the greatest of things to get. I mean, the guy really hasn't done a whole heck of a lot. He certainly didn't. And Phoenix is happy to get rid of the guy.
Yes.
I mean, let's face it. So we'll see how that plays out. And will Ayton, finally be the player, but he thinks he can be in the city of Portland? I don't know. But, yeah, when you look at all the pieces that happened, and there were a lot of players, there's some pick swaps and all of that kind of stuff. But on the surface, it doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot or a very expensive price to get Damian Lillard from Milwaukee. So, although they're going to miss Drew Holiday, there's no question about that.
But I think Milwaukee upgraded.
There's no question.
And I think, the frustrated Spur fan in me says the Spurs couldn't have been on that.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's not like it was so like, oh man, I'm glad San Antonio didn't get involved in that. I'm looking at that going, what was the Spurs package? I mean, why wasn't San Antonio more involved in something like that? And same with if you're a Miami Heat fan, that's what it ended up being. What was Miami's offer, or was Miami just uninterested in Dame because all of that looks so doable? That's not one of these nutty trades where you go, what the hell was that GM smoking?
Well, I just think it tells you Spurs-wise. I'm not sure about Miami because I think Miami would have been a good landing spot for Dame Lillard. But I think in the Spurs situation, it just tells you exactly where they're headed, what their thought process is, and it doesn't include bringing in a 33-year-old point guard. And I think that's the issue right now. They want to see how this young team develops around Wemby and where they can go. Look, the Spurs are still in great shape. If they want to make a trade, if they want to go after free agents after this season, that's all on the table. They've got money,
Sure.
they've got picks, they've got so many picks that they're never going to use. Hopefully that will, they can cash those in for something, but it just tells you exactly the direction that they're going in. They like what they have moving forward for now, and they want to see how this team plays out.
And I do think that this is a year, see what this young group can do together, and what does Wemby actually need at the NBA level. And they'll figure that out with a year of really seeing what they have in the NBA version of Wemby. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. We are live at a Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 in the Culebra Commons Shopping Center right off of 1604. Just type it into your phone. Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. List to your phone, and you will show up here where you could sample the new private barrel that dropped today of the Four Roses private single barrel. Hard to find, very rare single barrel, and they have it here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. 3 other Texas Cheer Liquor private barrels that we're sampling today, and sampling from Silver Star Vodka and Silver Star Honey Whiskey. And by the way, half-gallon handle, only $14.99 through at 6 o'clock.
That's unbelievable. And because of our bourbon connoisseur over here, Rudy J., he says it's good. You need to come sample this stuff.
And I know this is a Rob Thompson favorite, the Four Roses.
Yeah.
And I know Rob recently had a birthday. If you know somebody that recently had a birthday or has a birthday upcoming, take advantage of the specials here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9.
Well, I think that's what Rudy said he was going to do, didn't he? He said he was going to bring Rob a bottle of Four Roses for his birthday.
I mean, it might be empty. It might be a sample. It might be a great thought. I think there might be intent. As always, part of the problem. Just ask the Dallas Cowboys. We'll talk about that and with Rudy J. coming up next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's R&R in the morning.
Thursday on R&R in the morning, we hear from Jerry Jones on the state of the Cowboys, red zone, penalties, and depth charts.
Andrew Monaco joins us just after 9 o'clock. Aggie's got to find them a starting quarterback. Is Max Johnson going to be the answer? Headed toward a title? We're going to talk about it. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
if these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Now at Staples, the prices of HP printers are dropping. Save on HP Smart Tank and enjoy even more savings on ink. Save on the HP Inkjet, perfect for high-quality pics. Save on HP laser printers, great for tackling high-volume document printing. Now through September 30th, save on Staples' entire selection of HP printers, some as low as $69.99. With HP printer price drops at Staples, now is the time to upgrade to HP, America's most trusted printer brand. See staples.com/HP for details.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not available in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
if these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey man, looking good. It's Stitch Fix. I'd like to thank my stylist for making me look so great. They always get my fit just right. They send clothes that work for me and my budget. They even found me my favorite pair of jeans. I'd like to thank Stitch Fix because let's get real, I couldn't make this style happen on my own. They just make everything so easy. So thank you, Stitch Fix. They just get me, and they'll get you too. Stitch Fix. Take your style quiz today at StitchFix.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right?
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water, pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988.
As a roofer, I'm always on the go, so I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partner with Beacon. With the Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like Certainty Landmark Pro, right at my fingertips. It's like having my Beacon rep in my pocket 24/7. I rely on Beacon because I never stop building, and neither do they. Now through November, purchase Certainty through Beacon Pro Plus and earn up to $750. Beacon, always building.
How do you bond with someone you have nothing in common with? Answer, fantasy football. How do you reconnect with old friends? Answer, fantasy football. How do you spice up small talk? How do you overcome awkward situations? How do you prove to your peers that you're a smart, capable, devastatingly good-looking force to be reckoned with, and nothing they can do or say will ever change that? Answer, ESPN. #1 fantasy game. Sign up at espn.com/fantasyfootball. Insights provided by IBM Watson.
At the Home Depot, Saturdays are about two things: the one-of-a-kind wood-fired flavor of a Traeger Ironwood XL grill,
and football.
That's right, Desmond Howard. Get fired up for the game in just a tap with Traeger's intuitive touchscreen. Then throw on your favorites and monitor the grill from anywhere with Wi-Fi technology. So you spend less time staring at the grill,
which means more time for football.
Upgrade your Saturday with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
It's the Mike McCarthy Show every Friday morning at 7 and 9 with R&R in the morning.
I'm all about winning. So when it has to do with winning, then it's part of our operation, our messaging, and our outlook.
A look at the Cowboys' upcoming game presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Joe Reinagel, Jason Minix, The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is The Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix on this Wemby Wednesday.
Hump Day!
Live out here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. What day is it, Rudy?
Hump Day!
Not bad. Not bad.
Come on now.
Rudy J.
Not bad.
Four Roses sample, and you got
I have
a little.
no idea what you're
you got
talking
a little.
about.
You got a little.
I haven't had one drink today.
We've had 6 million. Several.
That's not true.
No, at all.
Rudy J in the house.
Rudy J in the building. Are you done making all your videos?
No, I still got a few. You see me getting content. You see me walking around. Jason's looking at me like, what the heck is he doing?
You're like a teenage girl, dude. I mean, seriously.
I had to get my content in, man. And then I save them for later. That's what these little girls do. They go on one vacation, change outfits 12 times, and they make it look like 12. But it's really one vacation with a bunch of saved videos.
Well, why do you say that's what the little girls do? That's what you do.
Oh, I do that too.
You do that. I mean, we'll be an Oscar. You'll change 8 different times. I mean, we're not out here for a month, man.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not.
No, I do have a lot of outfits.
Yeah. I mean, you literally take more suitcases, more luggage than anybody else.
I have one really big one.
It's big too, yeah.
It's all 6 inches.
It's a fighter.
It's the motion
always
in the
that's
just
right.
about 6 inches. You weren't here that day.
I was not.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't here right now.
The
It's
girth
hard
of
to hear
Chubb
that.
prevails.
It's
I
hard.
was talking about my truck lift.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear that.
There were 2 women around while you're telling them about bragging about your 6 inches.
While we're looking you in the face, and you say,
Yeah, I always wanted just about 6 inches. Yeah, a truck lift. This way my mother-in-law can still hop in the truck with no problem. Anything higher than 6 inches, she might have some problems.
So it's for
my mom.
For the mother-in-law.
Absolutely. Because if it wasn't for mother-in-law or my mom, I'd probably do 10.
Really?
And really sling it around.
Really?
The girth of Chubb prevails.
Can you say Chubb with 6 inches?
Hey, what the heck is
Is that what we're saying? Yeah, okay.
I've heard.
I mean,
it's the motion in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's the motion in the ocean.
Sure.
Keep telling yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Just go with it.
All right, let's go with it.
Just go with it.
So much I don't agree with y'all on. I don't agree that the Bucks are the favorite.
Well, who is? You don't even know.
I would still put Miami and Boston ahead of them. And let me tell you why. Now, they did keep Chris Middleton and Brooke Lopez, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they did.
So it's going to be a really good team. First of all, I wanted the Spurs to throw their hat in the ring, but I did feel like Milwaukee should have been the team screaming from the rooftop because their star was upset, disgruntled. So I get it. But does that make them better than, because in the last 3 years, Miami's 4-1 them twice. Does that make them better than Miami?
Well, you got to agree they've and I like Drew Holiday.
I did too.
Certainly an upgrade, I would say. Would they? So they've upgraded.
But you would take them over Boston in the 7-game series right now?
I would. Yes.
You?
Yeah. I mean, I want to see how they play well.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown versus Giannis and Lillard. You taking them guys?
Here's the
all
problem.
I know about those guys is when it matters.
First of all, they were just in the finals in 2022 and 21. They were just in the finals.
I got some.
They were just in the finals, Joe, against Golden State.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're a pathetic actor. you really are. You really are.
Jimmy Butler is calling on the NBA to look at the Milwaukee Bucks for tampering.
He's kidding.
I don't think he's kidding.
I hope he was kidding.
I don't think
he's a little salty.
Well, because he thought he was going to get Dame Lillard because he needed Dame Lillard to get over the hump.
He did, but the thing about it is Portland was like, but y'all have to offer doesn't work.
Well, but you saw
I don't
the
want
trade.
Jimmy. I mean,
when you
I don't
look
want
at
Hero.
When you look at the trade that just went down, isn't every NBA franchise, or at least every NBA fan base, saying, well, why the hell weren't we a part of that? Because I think every team could have come up with a very similar package, if maybe even a package that is better. So it tells me Portland, while they were holding out with Miami, and it felt like they were asking for a king's ransom, they wanted him to go to the East, so Miami, and he goes to Milwaukee. I think they do right by him by sending him to a contender, but that couldn't have been the best deal out there, because you look at that and you wonder, why wasn't every franchise involved in putting together a similar package like that?
Because that's not what the direction. You look at the Spurs, it speaks volumes. That's not what Pop wanted to do right now. They've still got options. They've got way too many draft picks. They've got money. They've got options if they want to do something later down the road. But I think Pop wants to see how this team, as constructed, plays this year.
There's a couple things with Portland. Number one, you never want to give the star exactly what he wants. We saw that with Kawhi, because the better trade for Kawhi was with the Lakers. But the Spurs are like, no, we're not sending you where you want to go.
Siberia.
Yeah, we're not sending you where you want to go. And then number two, it's like Giselle Bundchen getting with the Taekwondo instructor. You kind of feel like, damn, we all had a chance. You know? You know what I mean? Like, she leaves Tom Brady for a Taekwondo instructor. So you like, oh, Giselle, I had a shot. And that's what happened with this trade today. Everybody in the league, going back to what you said, Jason, like, oh, that's all y'all wanted? Then I had a real look at it.
That's a bit of a stretch.
What do you mean it's a stretch?
That's a bit of a stretch because you still didn't have a shot.
At the top
I'd like to know what was their final offer.
It wasn't.
I'd like to know.
Well,
I think it was. I don't even know what it was, Joe, but it was enough. But it's like, look, we're going to accommodate you, but not all the way how you want it to go down.
I mean,
getting your kid a car. Like, I'm going to get you a car, but I'm not getting you the Jeep Wrangler for $45,000. I'm not going to do exactly what you want to do. We saw the Spurs do that.
He went to a contender, right? And that's
a super contender that just won a title.
And he wanted a contender. He wanted Miami, but he wanted a contender. So I think they did look at what was the best deal that Portland was able to get. So it still tells me Miami wasn't all in on Dame Lillard for whatever reason, because it feels like they could have offered up more, but Portland still feels like, I don't know, did it take less to get him to a contender? Was there a non-contending team that had a better offer? Could a Oak City or a San Antonio team with a ton of picks been able to offer a better overall package?
Keldon, Vassell, and Shohan, whoever, in 3-1s.
Dude, that's way too much.
I wouldn't give up that for
But
Dame
what do you
Lillard.
mean it's too much? You don't even know if these guys can play.
No, but what I'm saying is that's too much. It didn't require that much.
Oh, got you.
It didn't
what I'm
require
saying
that.
is the Spurs had enough to make that happen.
Oh,
if they wanted to.
No doubt.
If they want, I'm not saying Keldon. I'm not throwing.
I would have thrown in Keldon and some picks. I wouldn't have thrown in the other two players.
I wouldn't have given him 3 picks, 3 first rounders.
Because
what's the first round in the NBA
for Damian Lillard? I'm just saying.
What is it? Primo.
Can we trade away the rights to Josh Primo?
What is it, Luka Samanic? What's the first round in the NBA?
Well, I don't know.
Good
Is it
Lord.
DeAndre Ayton? Obviously, he's been a bust, and he's going to Portland. So obviously, Portland thinks maybe they can do something.
Drew Holiday, Scoot Henderson, and Ayton.
I don't think Holiday's going to stay.
Really?
Everything I've seen, it looks like there's going to be another piece to this thing, and Holiday's going to end up somewhere else. Be Miami.
That works.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see, but the East is going to be fun to watch.
Absolutely.
And Milwaukee got a lot better today.
Well, it helps big time because now when you can't just clog the lane with Giannis. Like everybody kind of just backs off Giannis. Now you got a whole nother monster to deal with. You could looking at 2 guys that can go for 40. You're looking at a low key like Shaq and Kobe type vibe. Not those 2 particularly, but you're looking at that vibe. It's a lot different trying to guard them and Middleton, because now Middleton can go back to what he is,
right?
A spot up shooter.
Yeah.
That's all he really is. They were using him as the 2, and he's as the second option, and he's not that. Now he can go to the 3, and that's a whole different ball game.
The other part of it, though, Milwaukee probably took a half step back defensively. Because,
oh no, Dame is not Drew.
Yeah, Dame is not the defensive stalwart.
No.
And I don't know that Milwaukee is going to get him to play.
But Giannis covers a lot of those ugly spots.
Absolutely.
I mean, he will cover a lot of those things.
And they got rid of Budenholzer.
Yeah.
Who, once you figure out his game plan, it's like, oh, well, that's all I got.
Don't be mad at Coach Bud.
He's Pop's son.
He's Jason Garrett Jr. Like, hey, you got
Pop's
me figured
son.
Is he? You got me figured out. Yeah, you got me figured out. You won this game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Bud. He won a title.
Well, look, again, coaches are overrated, right? And
are they?
Of course they are. Of course they are. Look at Bill Belichick. Nothing. Pop, since Timmy left. Nothing. They got lucky with Wemby.
Well,
so we'll see. Look, and I think Pop would admit
all coaches
that.
are made
No, he
by
will.
players.
He said it a few
He
times.
has said it. Belichick has said it. Phil has said it. I mean,
I've never heard Belichick say it.
Belichick.
I've never heard him say, "Hey, I'm nothing without Tom."
Well,
I've never heard him say that.
I mean, just look at his record without Tom, right?
That's what I'm saying.
He don't have to
He doesn't have to say anything.
Gotcha.
You can. Everybody could Google every great coach's record without star players and see what their record is.
True.
It's not going to be good. But I do think coaches do matter.
Me too. I agree.
Sure. They matter. In high school.
And in the red zone.
Well, apparently. And that's why you need an offensive coordinator, Mike McCarthy.
Wow.
He has one.
3 games.
Apparently.
Well, he's got a non-play calling offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's just got a token sitting on the sideline with a headset.
Little Eric Bieniemy over there.
Yeah. I mean,
Dude.
Schottenheimer, he's doing a press conference, and it's like, you don't call plays, man.
Well, I mean, when you have Jake Ferguson as your safety blanket, yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, well,
It's a light sheet, not a blanket.
The guy caught 5 balls for 50 yards the other day.
That's what she
What's
said.
he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do?
Joe,
where was CD Lamb in the end zone?
Let me tell you
nowhere to be
Let
found.
me tell you something about CD. That effort on Sunday was piss poor.
It was pathetic.
And he should be reamed for his effort on Sunday.
It was pathetic.
All he did was cry and pout while he had number 7 written on his eye black. That was pathetic.
It was
instead of $25 million, I pay him $24.
And that we agree. It was a pathetic performance. For a guy that claims to be a number 1 wide receiver.
He is. He's a number 1. I'm not going that far.
But his effort had to be better, especially you can't wait for the referee to bail you out. Go get the damn football.
The Cowboys went into that game Sunday thinking that their poop didn't stink. That's what happened.
That's exactly what it was.
That's coaching.
No, it's not.
Your coach is supposed to have you. Hey, look, Mike's my guy. He calls me RJ. That's my guy.
Well, that's
on him.
Does he
no, it's not on him. How is it on him?
Because I have to.
Do those men wake up in the morning and shave their faces? Some of them. Do they have bank accounts? Do they have their own houses? Do they get? Are they professionals? Are they getting a paycheck at the end of the week?
Okay.
All of those answers
You're
are
right.
yes.
You're right.
If you need a coach to motivate you,
not motivate
to do what?
Have you lasered in and focused? Just like you said with Texas.
You should be lasered
just like you
in
said
and
with
focused.
Texas OU. Those guys are paid. And you said, hey, Sark and Venables got to have those guys ready to play in these trap game this Saturday. It's the same thing with these pros.
And
you got to remember, they 22, 23 years old as well.
I could sit up there and lecture these guys about how important this game is. Don't take Arizona lightly. But if they don't have that in their mind and they've been reading their headlines and hearing sports talk radio shows, just kiss their butts.
That's Jason Minnick.
Well, it's exactly what I'm saying. So
16 penalties is coaching, Joe.
Is it? Did McCarthy was McCarthy out there holding
discipline
or jumping
Joe.
off sides?
It's discipline.
Do you ever
especially the pre-snap penalties?
Come on, Joe.
When do the players? So the players can just do whatever they want. It's coaching.
No,
it's collective.
CD's effort is him.
Okay, are you sure? That's not the wide receiver coach's fault? I'm just saying he must not have got him ready to play.
Okay. There's something there.
So earlier, Joe said that, Dak looks confused and the coach is in his head and he's thinking too much.
I agree with that.
Which is coaching, right? I mean,
it's not trusting a guy that shouldn't be there in the first place. They don't trust him. They have no trust in Dak Prescott.
So if they were look, I'm not a big Dak guy, Joe, but who you going to get? Like, we can't kick somebody out without saying who the replacement's going to be. Like, we're not going to kill that guy.
You're stuck with him this year, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not talking about this year, but it's obvious they don't trust him. Jerry Jones said as much today on the Fan.
That's why they went and got Trey Lance.
Dude, Trey Lance is not.
All right.
Forget about it.
Y'all keep believing that.
All right.
Y'all keep believing that.
Hey, all I know is that Kirk Cousins will be available in the offseason.
Man, I'm a cheerleader for a bottle of Four
no doubt. I mean, let's go bad to worse. Rudy J from R&R in the morning. Hanging out with us here at Texas Cheerlicker number 9.
We got to do this more often.
More.
Did you know it was National Morning Show Host Day?
What do you mean? Did I know? That's all we talked about this morning.
What is that?
Yeah,
Did
what
you
the hell
make
is
that up? Did you email Hallmark and said,
no,
why does everybody have a day but us? When is afternoon show host
day? You know what that is? Oh, you mean turn the mic on and put the microphone out there?
And what's
y'all
different?
Get breaking news? Y'all get
the only thing different about our shows is what time you have to wake up versus what time I wake up.
You told me to my face, Rudy, it took me 2 years to get my body clock back on pace.
2.5.
See? Mornings are brutal. Dude, when that alarm clock goes off at 3:30, you find out really what you about. And I got to be entertaining and upbeat at 3:30.
Well, you're still working on that, I guess.
I am.
You don't have to at 3:30. You have to by 6, and it kind of comes back to being motivated, self-motivated to go in and
are lined with energy drinks. And coffee.
I'm with you there.
How about you? You get to go to a Guns N' Roses concert where Axl Rose performs way too long.
3.5 hours.
Sleep in, and come in here nice and energized. If I went to the concert last night, do you know what would have happened to me?
You would have showed up, did your job, and gone home and taken a nap.
And I would have sounded like crap.
Nah.
Nah, dude, once they turn the mic on, we're all professionals.
We're pros.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah, you know, but let me ask you though, because you're there in the mornings when there's not a lot of people.
There's no one there.
I know Rob makes a Pop-Tart every morning.
And leaves crumbs everywhere
Leaves
like a little rat.
crumbs everywhere.
Yep.
And, you know, some people get annoyed by that. But what is the most annoying thing people can do in a work break room?
It's egg whites, fish, or popcorn.
Egg white.
Egg whites is on there.
I don't even know what that
smell
means.
bad? Yeah, they smell bad. Like liquid egg whites. You never. I worked at a call center for 10 years. I've eaten everything out of a break room.
Don't most microwaves have a popcorn button?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one in our break room does. And it
does.
works.
Uh-huh.
It works.
Well, y'all are talking about a guy that calls carne asada beef stew.
Oh, you're talking about Tim Spence.
And chips and chili chips thingies.
But again,
I don't know. I ain't saying no names.
I mean, Tim Spence
I'd say
most days
I ain't no
eats some sort of frozen lasagna dish out of the microwave. I
didn't know that.
I'm guessing, you know, being a guy living alone in an apartment, the majority of his meals are microwave meals. That or he's making macaroni and cheese or something. But I'm guessing, you know, it's either drive-through or microwave. Yet today he burned popcorn in the office microwave.
So I heard
and apparently so bad it still smells in the office, and he was making popcorn around noon. It's almost 4.
Wait, it's almost 4.
Wow.
No, you know that stuff. It lingers, bro.
Dude, that's the worst. I mean, that's like fish in a microwave.
Well, the thing is, if I do popcorn at work, I don't walk off.
Well, you don't walk off.
I don't walk.
You don't
It's only
walk
a
off.
minute and a half.
There's a popcorn
But there's a
button.
popcorn button.
Yeah,
That solves everything.
That's it. Just hit the popcorn button.
Yeah.
Although, you know, depending on your bag, it could, but you don't don't walk off and then blame the microwave for you burning the crap out of the popcorn
first
and
off,
setting it on fire and having to evacuate the building.
Yeah, you get grown man popcorn. You get the Rico's bag. You don't even get the microwave. Microwave popcorn is styrofoam. You get the grown man popcorn. I had a friend tell me that like 2005, he came by. We're watching a Spurs playoff game, and I heated up some popcorn, and he was like, "So you may want to get you some grown man popcorn." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What is this microwave stuff? You got to go Rico's." You know,
Oh, that bag. Well, especially that cheddar
stuff
one
is
they
good.
have. That's
So
good stuff.
ever since then, I was like, I don't do microwave popcorn.
See,
You
I
got to get some grown
I
man
got a
popcorn.
popper at my house.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fancy.
Dude, who the hell does that?
I do. It's
you
great.
put the seeds in the oil
Yeah,
and all that?
You know who does it?
I don't. Who?
Joe, you have a hot tub and a pool.
I don't have a popcorn popper.
I'll take the hot tub.
Exactly.
It's the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're shopping for a new vehicle, go see my friends at Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira Itonado complex. Very easy for me to tell you about and recommend Ancira because I am a longtime Ancira customer, and it's because of their great customer service before, during, and most importantly, after the sale. That great customer service is why Ancira has been a top family-run dealership in San Antonio for decades. And you know Price made Ancira number one. Price keeps Ancira number one. So think Ancira. Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira Itonado complex on I-10 West between Wurzbach and Huebner.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Sunday, it's the Cowboys and Patriots at 2:30 p.m.
Micah Parsons is on the ball.
And he's still alive.
He's still running. He's still moving with the ball to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line.
Presented by the A-Best Bail Bonds, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Find the brands, inspiration, and great value you need to own your style at Macy's VIP sale, going on now. Use your coupon or Macy's card and take an extra 30% off fall trends and updates, plus 15% off go-to beauty, skincare, and fragrances. Plus shop specials and find great deals on top brands at Macy's VIP sale. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
I feel like I'm constantly cleaning hair off my bathroom floor. At least my Swiffer sweeper makes it easy. Sweeper heavy-duty dry cloths have ultra-thick pads to trap and lock hairs, like a hair magnet. And when I'm finished cleaning up my hair, Sweeper takes care of his too. Now the hair's gone, all thanks to Swiffer. Try Swiffer Sweeper heavy-duty dry cloths. I promise you'll love them or your money back. And also try Swiffer Sweeper Wet to make quick work of tough, sticky messes.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
This is good news, maybe exactly when you need it too. Right now, switching to MetaShare can save you even more than usual on top of what you'll save each month by becoming a member of MetaShare. And so many people are looking for a healthcare solution right now, especially given how inflation is affecting us. MetaShare is the affordable, reliable alternative to health insurance. The typical family saves about $500 a month. You might save even more. And MetaShare is a Christian community that's been sharing each other's healthcare costs for 30 years now, and they're making it easier than ever. Apply by October 31st, and you could save an additional $150 on your first month. I'll give you the number here in a second. Just tell them the promo code SHARE to get your additional savings. And maybe now is the time to make the switch like more than 400,000 people already have. And start saving. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. You can call now. 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Roundtable Pizza is celebrating big for their 1-year anniversary this Friday, September 29th. If you haven't tried Roundtable Pizza, this is your chance. Join the Blitz this Friday, 2 to 6 live from Roundtable Pizza. Pizza, wings, garlic twists, and beer. They have it all. Get their Inflation Buster special while you're at it. Buy 1 extra large specialty pizza and get a free medium 1-topping pizza. Plus happy hour specials from 4 to 7, Monday through Friday. Bring the family. Roundtable Pizza, 842 Northwest Loop 410.
Nobody brings you more value in fine jewelry than Diamonds Direct, and they're proving it again by rolling back interest rates to 0%. But you need to hurry. Now through Sunday only, you can make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with an unheard of interest rate of 0.0%. A $6,000 ring is just $100 a month. But hurry, this radical offer ends Sunday at 5 p.m. Don't miss this once-a-year blockbuster deal. Hurry, 5 years, 0 interest financing. Get details and more at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion. Approved credit.
Have you gotten your hands on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB yet? Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds offer big, bold flavors like sea salt and cracked black pepper, spicy dill, and Korean barbecue. But low-carb, high-protein, bacony crunch. Pick up your favorite flavors of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB today. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Be big, be bold, be adventurous. Learn more at southernrecipesmallbatch.com. Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
This is Jim Rome. Have a take, don't suck on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
It is the breaking news in the NBA. The Portland Trail Blazers have traded guard Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-team trade. Blazers get Suns big man DeAndre Ayton and guard Drew Holiday. According to Billy Lucci of Texas Ags, quarterback Connor Wegman's foot injury is a season ender. Max Johnson will take over starting duties the rest of the season. Rangers, Astros both lost yesterday. Texas, though, 2.5 games ahead of the Stros.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minutes.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Uh-huh.
Hump Day.
Wemby Wednesday.
Hump Day.
Hump
Here on the
Day.
Blitz. 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Mr. Hump Day, Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix, live out at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. Calabria Commons, 1604. Come out and see us, man. We've got some great specials, some great sampling as well. And Joe really gets excited when you walk in and say,
Hump Day! Had a few people do that.
We've had a few people do that. And every time you do it, we get a few people laugh at you even more. Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Well,
laugh at me, be entertained.
Although the guy over there sampling right now, he's like, yeah, the more I sample, the funnier you are, Joe.
It's funny how that works with everything.
Yeah.
I mean, some girl in a bar or whatever. I mean, they all get better looking. Or funnier. Right.
Are you saying that's why they serve alcohol at the comedy shows?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Sure. The drunker you get, the funnier I am.
That's been your motto for your entire life.
Exactly.
I've known you a long time, and truer words have not been spoken by you.
Well, that is exactly right. Because you realize Rudy J, when he first walked in here, he didn't laugh so much at the hump day, but now he's cracking up. He's had about 6 samples over there, so I mean.
6 my ass. He says 4.
Yeah. See, that's a funny joke.
4 my ass. Although we do have bottles of 4 Roses in front of us you can sample, and these aren't just any bottles.
Wow.
Single barrel rare Texas Cheer private label from 4 Roses. You want them, come by and get them. And you need to get over here quickly because Rudy J is sampling 1 bottle. Might be on to a second. He's already committed to buying like 3 of these for friends with upcoming birthdays.
Yeah, so if you got a birthday coming up, Rudy J, we hate to spoil the surprise.
Yeah. There will be a surprise at some point.
Sure will.
The surprise would be Rudy actually giving somebody a bottle of 4 Roses.
Yeah.
I mean, the intent might be there, but, some things Rudy be like, man, I got you this, and you're my guy. It's your birthday. This is going to be awesome. I can't give this to you. This is staying at the house. What else can I get over here?
No. That's not happening. When Rudy gives you a bottle of Jim Beam, scratches out Jim Beam, and writes 4 Roses on there, then he means well.
See, his intent was, I'll take one of these little label things.
Uh-huh.
And what's the 4 Roses knockoff? 3 Flowers? You'll get that bottle. See, he'll get you something. A bigger bottle. He'll get you like a half gallon and say, I was thinking 4 Roses for you, but I wanted to get quantity over quality for your birthday, man.
Absolutely.
So
he's a softie.
Yeah, we could do that. So come by and see us here. Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. Sample the 4 Roses. Rudy will be here till 6 sampling. I mean, when he Ubered over, you realize, it's going to be one of those afternoons. Yeah. and I get it, dude. I mean, it's tomorrow morning for him is going to suck.
Well, so he needs to get to bed early. So that's what he's trying to do.
Well, that's it. He wants to, be asleep by 7:30.
Well, he may be asleep before that. Does the Uber have the whole back seat available? We just put him in there. We'll just carry him out of Texas Cheer Liquor, throw him in the back seat of that Uber, and he'll be home free.
On our YouTube channel, and you should subscribe to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. Steve Soda chimes in. Thanks, Joe. So happy you like it. Steve, put that back up there. Spells his name Steev.
He does, yeah.
Regular listener of the show sent us a nice care package to the radio station, and he made Joe a shirt.
He did.
That says Hump Day.
Hump Day.
That was weak.
Hump Day.
And I've got a white belt on the back.
So the shirt. This is where Rudy J is wearing a white belt as we speak. You mentioned white belt, and Rudy started to lift his shirt. I wasn't sure where he was going, but he was showing off the white belt. He hadn't had that many samples, but yeah, the shirt has the Hump Day on the front. By the way, a 2 hump camel,
2 humps,
and a white belt on the back. That's when you've got a dedicated listener who is extremely entertained.
And we really appreciate it, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very nice of you to
Joe
do
got a shirt. He gave me a koozie with my name on it because I
Right.
think he realizes my wife has a koozie for all occasions.
She does. Your wife pulls out koozies. How many fit in that purse of hers?
As many as are needed.
We'll be somewhere. Say, oh, here, have a koozie. Here, have a koozie.
You get in her car, and the inside the door, that little that compartment inside your door, it's full of koozies.
Uh-huh.
In the glove box, there's koozies. In the back, there's koozies. At home, we've got 2 beer buckets full of koozies. And what's amazing about Joanna, I never see her. I don't want to say never, but she doesn't like. Oh, I need to get some koozies if we're going out. But if we are out and we're with 10 people, she'll somehow come up with 10 koozies for everybody.
Exactly.
And they're always themed for whatever we're doing. It's the craziest damn thing.
That's awesome.
There's never a koozie that you're like, well, this is random. Like if it's Cowboys, it'll be Cowboys themed
it will be.
koozies.
Yes.
If it's basketball, it'll be Spurs themed koozies.
Well, I mean, and it's really handy because we don't have to remember one if we're going out with y'all.
Nope.
Don't need one.
Nope.
Joanna will have us covered.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got you taken care of.
She does.
The big story of the day in the NBA, the trade of Dame Lillard. And the reaction is all over the place. Most of it is like, that's all it took. Milwaukee is going to be better. They're going to be one of the favorites, if not the favorite to win. Not everybody is happy about Dame landing in Milwaukee. Jimmy Butler, in fact, went to social media, made a video. Jimmy Butler is pissed.
Yo, NBA, man, y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering. Y'all do. I'm just going to put that out there. Y'all didn't hear it from me, but I heard it through somebody. Y'all look at it for tampering.
What? Jimmy Butler. You can tell it's the offseason. Look, I don't know, but I mean, it seems a little weird, doesn't it? And I don't know what he means by tampering. What did they do or what happened? But
I don't know.
The price of this trade seems weird, though.
Hello, Jimmy. You want to talk about tampering? The idea of you and Dame teaming up in Miami has been out there for months. If there was ever any tampering involved, and maybe that's one of the reasons why Portland didn't do a deal with Miami, because said tampering. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Who's the best team in college football? Greg McElroy says it's the Texas Longhorns. Let's talk T from KI Television will join us next. He is our UT insider here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you know me, you listen to this show enough, you know the Rue Pub is my go-to spot. No better place to go watch a game than at the Rue Pub there at 281 in Redland Road with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. Big fights coming up on Saturday night. Obviously, all the college football on Saturday, the NFL on Sunday. Get into the Rue Pub. Great bar with great food. The food at the Rue is fantastic. They got about 15 different burgers on the menu, including the Wemby burger. They got the biggest and best wings in town. I love their fried shrimp. They got a great chicken sandwich. Their appetizers are great. So are their salads, I'm told. The kitchen is open late till 2 a.m. every day with the full menu available. So when you need that late night meal, don't go to a drive-thru. Get into the Rue Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. The Rue Pub has happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. The Rue Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Sunday, it's the Cowboys and Patriots at 2:30 p.m.
Micah Parsons is on the ball.
And he's still alive.
He's still running. He's still moving with the ball to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunkla, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Now is the best time to buy a Connecticut water softener. With current models being closed out to make way for the new ones, you can save big. Call Connecticut at 656-PURE and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you. That's 656-PURE.
When your people are ready, your business is ready. Cintas makes sure they have what they need to perform their best. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, fire protection systems that are tested and inspected, first aid and safety supplies, floor mats, or cleaning tools and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together, so visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Are you playing in our Fall Golf Classic? We're expecting another sold-out tournament. Join the Blitz live at Slackers tomorrow to win your way in. We're going live at 2, and our Golden Tee tournament starts at 6. And the champ is winning a team of 4 to our Fall Golf Classic. It's tomorrow at Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar, the North Star location. For your chance to win a team of 4 to our Fall Golf Classic and a 4-pack to the WWE SmackDown tomorrow.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FIND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Ever find yourself in a department store with a question, but you can't find anyone who actually works there, so you just wander? That's what it feels like when you call most banks. But at Frost, we have live customer service 24/7, so you can speak to a real human right when you call, every time you call. No phone tree, no bots, just help from a real human when you need it. It's about being there for you. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
Lots of college teams have school traditions, like Gig 'em. To get the word out about Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, I suggest we institute the following Quarter Moon Yell. Plum 'em!
Plum 'em?
We've got a whole team of fully stocked trucks, and our customers are the best in Texas. I say Quarter Moon, you say Plum 'em. Quarter Moon!
Folks, at Quarter Moon, we have a spirited tradition of solving every home problem imaginable, from plumbing to air conditioning to heating. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating day or night, and we'll fix them.
License number M16004, DACLA 000743445E.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Thursday on R&R in the morning. We're getting ready for Thursday night football. Packers and Lions. Who's got the most to prove and who comes out of that conference? We're also looking at college football. We're just around the corner from Texas, defending Austin from those Kansas Jayhawks. Andrew Monaco joins us talking Aggie quarterbacks. Goodbye, Wegman. Hello, Johnson. So much to do, so little time. We're now back to the Blitz, sitting comfortably at Texas Cheer. Boys, grab me a bottle of that Blanton's. I think I'm short.
Did he just ask for Blanton's? Rob Thompson asking for Blanton's?
For Blanton's. He said keep it aside. Well, he's got nothing to worry about. He's going to get a bottle of Four Roses, courtesy of Rudy J.
So you going to get him Blanton's, Rudy, or are you going to get him Four Roses? Rudy, we're talking to you, man. Don't ignore us. What are you doing, Rudy? He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. The Blitz live at a Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. Come hang out with us. You can sample all kinds of great stuff. And you can help Rudy J pick out a bottle for Rob Thompson's late birthday present. I think if you get the birthday present within a month of the birthday, I think it still counts. And
of course it counts.
I think Rob would appreciate the bottle of Four Roses. I think Bob Ballou would appreciate a bottle of Four Roses, single barrel that's on special here at Texas Cheer Liquor. And Bob Ballou from KI Television in Austin, joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line.
Bob's a drinker. He's a drinker.
Joe, are we going to Boneheads? What are we doing?
Bonehead, you talk about a golden tee player. Bob Ballou is a pro.
So here's
they got Papa Shot too. Papa Shot's my game.
That's right.
There, come on.
Tomorrow, Bob, we're doing our show live out at Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar, their North Star location. And we're actually having a golden tee tournament. Well, the winner will get a foursome into our sold-out golf tournament, which is coming up on Monday. But there's a little side event happening. Joe Reinagel and our producer, James Pledger, going head-to-head for bragging rights in a golden tee tournament. Joe hasn't been practicing. He's going to get his ass kicked tomorrow by James Pledger.
Listen, I love me some Pledger, but when the chips are down and you need a big shot, I don't mind turning to Joe Reinagel.
We're not talking about whiskey here. We're talking about golf.
Multi-talented. I can shoot whiskey and play golden tee.
I mean, because you're right. I mean, Joe is a heavy pour guy when it comes to shots of whiskey. If he's the one turning the bottle up.
I love it. Yeah, listen, I'm off tomorrow. I may have to get down there just to come see the matchup and see what happens.
I think you should. Bob, I got to ask you something. I got to ask you a question. Kansas scares me.
It should.
Kansas scares me. Do they scare
Listen,
you?
There are, yeah, for sure. I think there are probably, if you looked at Texas' schedule, and I think we're going to do this every week. I do. I think we're going to go every week and go, they got to go. Got to go to Houston. Houston could be a tough. I know Houston's not very good, but they're going to want to, whip Texas' butt, and it's their last time getting to play them and all this stuff. Texas has handled everything very well to this point. When that line came out on Monday, I was surprised. I think 17.5 is a lot of points. I think Kansas is a good team. I think Kansas is the second or third best team in this league right now. And,
wow.
Jalen Daniels has really turned it on. Devin Neal, Devin Neal's, I think, 18th in the country in rushing. Jalen Daniels is a true dual threat quarterback to the point that he can extend plays. I think he did one of the plays last week, 10 seconds, and then found a guy for a touchdown. So this is a different animal. I know a lot of people want to compare this to what happened against Jalen Milroe and how Texas kind of was. At times they were able to contain him, but not all the time, and he got loose for some big plays. This is a critical concern this week because Jalen Daniels is experienced, and he knows what he's doing in this system. And what Lance Leipold has done to turn this program around in the very short time he's been there is nothing short of a miracle. So it should. I think Kansas is a game that should scare you if you're a Texas fan, but I also think there's the other side of it where you also have a lot of confidence in who Texas is right now.
Bob Ballou from KI Television in Austin joining us here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. What I'm concerned about is it's Kansas, and kind of like the Cowboys and Cardinals. For whatever reason, a team has a team's number, and Kansas just always feels like that team. And how is this UT team? Are they mature enough to handle the success and all the accolades? I don't know if you heard this. We'll play the clip here, Bob. Greg McElroy on ESPN saying Texas, in his mind, is the best team in the country right now.
Quinn Ewers is starting to come into his own. Really a lot more decisive, getting the ball out quicker. The offensive line has done a great job holding up in protection and being pretty good the last couple of weeks running the football. We know the receivers are an elite group, and the tight end, JT Sanders, is maybe the most difficult matchup in the entire Big 12. But what I've really come around on with Texas is just how good they are on the defensive side. But I think this defensive line, I think they are at worst, second, maybe third in the country as far as depth and quality. Their defensive line's amazing. Their linebackers are incredible. The one question mark I have is the secondary, but no one's had time to be able to potentially expose that secondary because of how relentless their pass rush is.
You know, you hear that, and I mean, I don't mind hearing that, but I hate hearing that this week, knowing OU is coming up and it's Kansas this week.
So I would start by saying Greg's dead on. I think Texas is one of the top 2-3 teams in the country right now. They have shown it week in and week out, not just what they did against Alabama, but the way they've handled their business when they needed to in the most important moments in their other 3 games. I would probably argue that I would take Washington right now. I might take Penn State. Maybe Georgia just because it's Georgia. But other than that, there aren't a lot of teams that I'd point to and say they've looked the dominant part this year. All of that said, I want to go back to something because I think it's hilarious to think about it in this way. And to me, maybe Texas fans have a little bit of that, what's the right word? Just like the horrors, the nightmares of what's happened in the past. Since the Big 12 formed, Texas is 17-2 against Kansas. It's the two games that everyone remembers. And here's one of the things I put out this week that I thought was so interesting. Obviously, in 2016, they went to Lawrence and lost, and that was the end of the Charlie Strong era. Maybe the most crushing defeat any Texas fans felt since 66-3 against UCLA. But that said, in 2021, when Texas lost on the 2-point conversion to Kansas, it actually kind of started the Steve Sarkisian era here. And Sark said this week, and to me, it's one of the most poignant things he said in 3 years as a head coach. He said, not all storms come to cause issues in your life. Some storms come to clear the path. And I thought that was so poignant because he said that particular game was the game that he feels like cleared the path. He said there were a lot of warts in the program, and there were a lot of warts exposed that night. And if that doesn't happen, they're not able to get rid of those warts. And I thought that was really, it was really kind of like his big moment of like the first time he's let us in on that was a real critical moment for him because it turned the program the other way. And sometimes it takes that. So I don't know that, this team beat Kansas 55-14 in Lawrence last year. So I don't know that there's a whole lot of overlooking Kansas, especially OU's next week. I don't think that's even a consideration right now with this team. Now, if they were playing Iowa State or a down Oklahoma State program or West Virginia or something here, okay, we can have that conversation. Kansas is 4-0 and ranked 24th in the country, and everybody has seen what Jalen Daniels has done. He wasn't even healthy for that game last year. So I think this Texas team gets it. I think we saw that in Baylor last week, and I think we're going to see that again this week against Kansas.
All right, Bob. Well, on that term, obviously it is Kansas, though, and people, especially fans, see Kansas and they think, well, that's an automatic W for Texas. On the other side of the coin, you see Iowa State and Oklahoma. Look, Oklahoma, you know the rivalry, obviously. I don't have to tell you. Everybody listening knows the rivalry. How difficult is it going to be, if not for Texas overlooking Kansas, Oklahoma perhaps looking ahead of Iowa State, even though that's a pretty tough matchup?
I mean, don't you think Texas would maybe overlook Oklahoma more since they beat them 49-0 last year? Like, I kind of feel like they'd be like, it's just OU, whatever. We killed that team last year. But it is interesting that this is how the schedule sets up. I mean, it's pretty crazy to think that Texas is going to go Kansas, Oklahoma back-to-back weeks, and those might be the second, third best teams. Probably right now are definitely the second best and third best teams in this league. So that's why I don't think there's going to be any kind of outside noise and stuff that gets into them right now. Again, if they're 8-0 or 9-0, and when they go to Iowa State, and it's a cold November night, maybe we're talking about something different. But I think right now they're fine. I think for Oklahoma, they're in a much different boat because of what happened last year. They know they can't sleep on teams and worry about whatever. And Iowa State's kind of got a quarterback now, played pretty well against Oklahoma State last week. Again, I think next week doesn't matter to Texas, especially because they've got this good Kansas team. But I think Oklahoma maybe a little bit. Maybe they're like, we're ready for that Texas revenge after that shutout last year. But they've got to get through Iowa State at home to do it. And obviously, you just never know. That's been a weird game the last few years, too. And Iowa State's kind of hung in there against them. So we'll see on Saturday.
Bob Ballou from KI Television joining us here on the Blitz as he does every Wednesday, talking Longhorn football. You go back a week ago, Texas destroys Baylor 38-6, but a slow start. I know you've got to nitpick something. Why does it seem like they don't get out to a fast start?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like when I predicted they'd win 37-10, and you guys haven't brought that up yet, and I was 1 point off for Texas and 4 points off for Baylor.
Because you were 1 point off.
There.
I mean, you know.
We expect perfection.
Yeah, I mean, you were 1 point off. We don't brag about a near miss and almost win.
I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. No, but listen, I think I don't think the start last week was terrible. They did lead 28-6 at the half. I think it was maybe if I'm not mistaken, their first possession they punted, but then they got a stop and scored a touchdown. Punted again and then scored another touchdown, and then another touchdown, and then another touchdown. So it was better than waiting till the fourth quarter for sure, as they did against Wyoming. But I just think one of the things Quinn Ewers talked about this week was getting himself to settle in and get in a groove early, and it's something that I think he's really worked on. This whole offseason was about this team finishing. It was all about how they blew fourth quarter leads, second half leads, didn't score in the second half, Sark's game plan. It didn't work in the second half at Oklahoma State. You go back to all these moments last year. They're doing that now. They also talked about how they want to start faster. And this week against Baylor, they only had 2 possessions in the first quarter. They scored on one of them, and they scored on all 3 touchdowns on all 3 possessions in the second quarter. So I think it was a step in the right direction. Again, this week will be a much different animal, much like Alabama, in that it's going to take all 4 quarters for this team to win this game, just because Kansas is a much better program than it's been.
All right, Bob, it's time to stick your neck out, pal. Give us a prediction.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about this one. So Texas has scored in its 4 games this year. Texas has scored, and I don't want to mess this up, 37, 34, 31, and 38. And they're only giving up 12 points a game. So that's obviously the good side. 10 or less in 3 of those 4. So Texas has to score a number in the 30s that they haven't scored yet. That's going to be the theme here. And then they're going to hold – they got to – I don't think they're going to cover. I think 17.5 is too much. So we're going to go 35-20.
Wow. Okay. 35-20.
On the board, I think, not because this Texas defense isn't playing great football. It is. But I just think there's something about this Kansas team that I think is better. This will be a game for a while, and then if it's not, we'll come on next week and talk about how I was wrong, which is fortunately the last few weeks hasn't happened. But we're always trying to strive for perfection. So we're going to go 35-20 this week.
Absolutely.
What a great humble brag.
Isn't it nice?
From Bob Ballou, Golden Tee champion.
I hope that arm doesn't hurt, right? From patting that back.
I'm trying. Tomorrow you'll be doing the same when you take down Pleasure. You'll be patting yourself on the back.
Absolutely will be. Bob, you
it.
will hear the screams all the way in Austin, my friend.
I can't wait to hear about it. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be good stuff. Bob Ballou, always appreciate it, man. He says 35-20 and Joe beats Pledge in Golden Tee tomorrow.
2 great predictions. Great predictions.
50-50 ain't bad, Bob. Don't parlay that.
I love it.
Bob, always appreciate it. Bob Ballou on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. Come hang out with us here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 off Calabria. A lot of great free samples. Cowboys have the red zone issues. What does Jerry Jones have to say about it? We'll dive into that next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, best way to do that is to call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds because nobody beats their price. They have payment plans available, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. If you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online, mybestbailbonds.com.
It's R&R in the morning.
Thursday on R&R in the morning, we hear from Jerry Jones on the state of the Cowboys, red zone, penalties, and depth charts.
Andrew Monaco joins us just after 9 o'clock. Aggie's got to find them a starting quarterback. Is Max Johnson going to be the answer? Headed toward a title? We're going to talk about it. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Snap into action this NFL season with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. So visit FanDuel.com/win and kick off the NFL season. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Must be present in a state where lawful to wager, must be 21 plus and present in select states. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino LLC. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Tennessee, and Virginia. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona, 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770 stop in Louisiana. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net in West Virginia or call 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelpma.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.
Hey man, looking good. It's Stitch Fix. I'd like to thank my stylist for making me look so great. They always get my fit just right. They send clothes that work for me and my budget. They even found me my favorite pair of jeans. I'd like to thank Stitch Fix because let's get real, I couldn't make this style happen on my own. They just make everything so easy. So thank you, Stitch Fix. They just get me, and they'll get you too. Stitch Fix. Take your style quiz today at stitchfix.com.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after starter dose.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
MVP's bonus days are back at Lowe's. Shop the largest selection of Klein tools and get 5 times the bonus points. Plus, right now, buy a DeWalt Power Stack battery kit and get a select DeWalt Bear tool free, up to a $249 value. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid 9/18 through 9/29. Subject to change. DeWalt offer valid through 10/11.
The all-new ESPN Radio Morning Show, Unsportsmanlike.
At what point are we going to acknowledge that Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but Josh Allen is also an overrated quarterback?
Chris Canty, Evan Cohen, and Michelle Smallman.
20 years running into guys that are my size. Does it sound like fun?
Chris, Evan, and Michelle.
Nobody can work the room like Coach Prime. And the people that like it are going to love it. People that hate it, they're going to hate him even more.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday morning starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2. It's the Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your shot at $50,000 nationally, while weekly winners locally get a $50 gift card to 5 Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. At the end of the season, locally, the best overall record wins the San Antonio Grand Prize of $1,000 worth of tickets to any event from Awesome Tickets. Sign up today at sasportstar.com.
I love Justin Bieber.
All right. It is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix.
That's Rudy J, the Bieber. What do you call it? The believer.
Sure.
The believer.
Well, I mean, look, music and sports, they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, Jerry Jones is a Swiftie, right?
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I didn't know Jerry Jones was a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie.
But on 105.3 The Fan this morning, he talked about Taylor Swift being at that Chiefs game.
Well, I think it is that the NFL should take Kansas City could take him and put a trophy for him because it is hard to move that needle dramatically on a great feeling and a great attraction in the NFL. We get a lot of eyeballs. She blew it off the chart. And it is amazing and it makes you smile, but it just shows the depth of her following, especially with her core constituency. And we all, I think, felt the same way when she's sitting up there with Mom and she's going nuts when he's playing, and those hearts are popping out everywhere. How do you not get that? Now that's called images right there.
He's right, though. I mean, what it's done for the NFL and the new eyes that it's put on the game of football is incredible. Have you seen the newest TikTok challenge?
No.
Well, it's apparently wives asking their husbands or saying, hey, honey, I think, did you see how Taylor Swift has put Travis Kelce on the map? And, of course, a husband gets pissed off and says, well, he's the greatest tight end in the game. It's funny.
Okay.
Go to TikTok and look at it.
I'll trust you on that. That's funny. Although there's some truth to it, and to a degree, though, to a degree, she's not wrong. I mean, there are a lot of people that were introduced to the NFL because of Taylor Swift. There are a lot of dads. As a girl dad, I know this. You know this as a father of 5 daughters. There were probably times where it's like, man, kid, just sit down and watch a game with me, and they wanted nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
But if some dude had his 12-year-old daughter and like, dude, Taylor Swift's at the game, that girl was watching just for the glimpses of Taylor Swift. And if she learned a little football along the way, more power to you.
Exactly right. So it's kind of cool. But I just think it's funny that, guys that follow football, we know who Travis Kelce is.
Sure.
But, these wives now are needling their husbands, and I think it's funny.
But, I mean, we're football guys, right? You're not a hockey guy. If Taylor Swift was dating a hockey player and showed up at a game, now all of a sudden you would know who that hockey player is that you didn't know really existed before. You might see highlights on SportsCenter and it just right by you because you don't care about hockey. But if Taylor Swift was there, she would have introduced you to the hockey player. I think, that's what Taylor has done for Travis Kelce. We all know who Travis Kelce is, but not everybody does. I mean, it's not just little girls. Hell, my mom was asking me, so is this Travis Kelce guy a pretty good player?
Well, first of all, let me go back to your hockey reference. I wouldn't give a damn. Uh,
But would that matter if you give a damn? You would know who the guy is.
Well, I wouldn't. I'd forget about it. Oh, he's dating Taylor Swift. That's great. What was his name?
Uh-huh.
I don't know his name's about this
You
long.
just couldn't say the name.
And there's no vowels.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't care. And that's probably going to be what these 12 to 17-year-old little girls are going to do tomorrow. They're going to Travis what? Who? What?
Are you kidding? They bought jerseys. I mean, the merchant, you heard Jerry giddy because he looked at the bank account.
Exactly.
He looked at sales.
Well, but will they stick around? Now, they might after when Taylor Swift breaks up with Travis Kelce and writes a song about him, then, he'll get that much more pub. But I think it's cute. Although, Travis, dude, that outfit that he had on when he was taking Taylor Swift out of the stadium.
She'll work on that.
She needs to. That was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing?
It was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for him.
You're embarrassed for him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed for him.
I think that outfit helped him land at Taylor Swift.
That outfit helped him land it.
Well,
I
mean, clearly he's confident to wear that to begin with.
Yeah,
but you've seen a lot of stuff that he wears. She knew, I'm sure that Taylor, like every other female on the planet, stalked all of his social medias, did all of that before she agreed to meet, right? And she probably had people doing stalking as well. But I'm sure she pulled up Instagram and checked out all of his exes, just like he has run through her long list of exes and the songs that associate with them and tried to figure out, do you have your lawyers draw up a contract? When we break up, not if, but when we break up, I want royalties off the songs you write about our life.
Dude, I would. I would. Are you kidding me?
We're getting comments. This is from James
Pledger.
Pledger.
From James Pledger.
Who thinks he's a fashionista.
Yeah,
Joe in a red hump day shirt with a green golf shirt underneath trying to give fashion advice to Travis Kelce. Yeah, Pledge, you've said a lot of smart things in your life, but I think that one right there is up near the top, which doesn't say much about the smart things that you have said, but you are spot on. Joe is a fashion statement as we sit here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9.
Let me tell you something. If I was Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift waiting for me after the game, I promise you, I wouldn't be wearing this hump day T-shirt and a green golf shirt underneath. I'd be wearing something a little slicker than that. That's all.
According to Hector Escobedo on our YouTube channel, the jacket was sold out in a day. So whatever Travis was wearing,
I think they were pajamas.
A lot of guys.
What day? They were pajamas.
They were not pajamas.
It looked like pajamas.
Well, I mean, again, I am now. Well, I'll look at somebody and say, "What the hell are you wearing?" But I am not one that can offer any fashion advice to anybody.
That's a good point.
But I know that your fashion is very similar to my fashion.
No,
literally, we're wearing the exact same shirt today. Craig Shelton was making fun of us because, you're wearing yours is green and mine is blue because mine's generally blue.
Speaking of fashionistas,
exactly. Greg is not one to talk about fashion either. None of us at the radio station, including you, Rudy J., should be allowed to talk fashion. Now, I will say this. Rudy's wife, she is the fashion expert, and she dresses Rudy, right? I don't know, because I've seen Rudy. We've traveled enough. Rudy has all kinds of stuff that she's put in the suitcase for him. He just doesn't know how to pair them, right? I've seen that before. So when you see Rudy looking all fly, credit Anna. You don't credit Rudy J for that. You don't.
He wants all the credit, though.
I mean, look at him today. He's dressed himself. Rudy J today looks like he went into my closet. Because Rudy was in charge of dressing himself today.
Wow. Dude, that's an insult.
No, I think Rudy looks sharp today. I mean, that's one of the best outfits I've ever seen Rudy wear. Why? Because it looks like something I would wear.
Oh my God!
Actually, it looks like something I exactly have on right now. A light blue shirt.
Are you? You're okay with this?
He's got because he knows it's true. That's why he's letting it go, because he knows it's true.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. 5:30. Rudy will have a rebuttal, a response to that. All right.
Now here's part of the problem with fashion. James Pledger just sent us something. It says Kelsey fit. Now, I have no idea, Pledge, what you've just sent.
Kelsey fit.
Well, Kelsey's fit. The outfit.
Is that his?
It's the cool way of saying your outfit.
Who says that? Not one person that I know says, "Hey, man, that's a great fit, Joe."
Well, again, your age group, Joe.
Dude, who says
your
that to you?
demographic, my demographic is not saying fit.
Oh, wow. Hey, AD, that's a great fit.
See, nobody's
going to say, well,
nobody is ever saying that.
I did go to the gym today.
I mean, AD's wearing a fishing shirt,
Boomer.
khaki shorts, and Air Dads, right? I mean, that is a fit.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Travis Kelce's outfit. That's the ugliest damn thing I've ever seen.
Dude, if you had Taylor Swift walking
Boomer.
beside you, you'd wear it.
No, I
wouldn't. You would.
No, I wouldn't.
If Taylor said, "Here, Travis, this is what you should wear post-game," you would say, "Yes, dear."
I got a feeling that she didn't do that, and she was embarrassed. You know, they weren't holding hands or anything. They were just walking out. So please get me the hell out of here.
It's the first date.
Well,
that we know of.
Well, exactly.
I mean, and what's so crazy is Travis is trying to keep their actual relationship on the down low, which makes you wonder, is it a publicity stunt for the both of them?
I just wonder, and people out there listening and watching,
You're wondering.
Everybody looks at this outfit. I mean, she had no choice but to walk out.
Are you kidding? James Pledger's already ordered that.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm sure he has. They sell that at Goodwill or what?
Dude, I hate to say this, but that fit probably cost more than your mortgage.
Well, I'm sure it did, which makes it all the worse. Are you kidding? You paid money for that outfit.
$306 for the jacket, $405 for the pants.
$800 for that outfit.
Wow.
Now, just because you have money doesn't mean you're stupid with it.
Well, that's not true. Look at half the people with money and the stupid things that they have.
Oh, my God.
The stupid things that we wish we could waste money on.
No, I don't.
Well, maybe not that outfit.
If I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't be buying that outfit.
Now, James, you recently paid off your car.
Yep.
So you actually could have bought that outfit. Honestly, did you?
Not yet.
Yet? You got it on a layaway plan?
Maybe.
Did you just buy the jacket or did you buy the whole fit? The fact that I just said, did you buy the whole fit? What the hell is wrong with me?
I've got the jacket in a cart right now, contemplating
that. Just go buy it.
Now, look, dude.
Just treat yourself.
There's a naked lady on the leg here.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Well, now you know why he was wearing it.
And then there's a naked lady with the button where a naked lady shouldn't be showing naked.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. Can you explain?
The button is right on the good stuff.
Well, there's lots of good things, man. Which good parts are we talking about?
Well, the best part.
The button is on the button.
So I'm just saying, dude.
And
where
now
do I
you
stick
know
my
why
meter?
You realize why James Pledger has ordered it. I mean, this is a guy that plays golf with naked lady tees because that's the only button he gets to touch.
Wow. 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 You got to really study this thing. This is like a Playboy magazine in clothes.
It really isn't.
I'm telling you. Am I wrong? Look where the button is. Right? You see that?
You've got 5 kids. You know where the button is.
Oh, well, that's creepy as hell. Oh, jeez.
I mean, you're studying it like you've not seen a naked lady before.
I've never seen it on a jacket. I mean, Travis Kelce, dude.
Mom.
Your fit is not so fit. That's ugly as hell.
So now you're saying the naked lady's ugly.
I'm not. The whole outfit is, and especially you throw in what is that? $811, dude.
Plus shipping. Now, Pledge, do they have a Target version?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go check it out to see if
I would imagine that there is a knockoff version of this somewhere.
Yeah, Goodfellas probably got something like that.
I don't even know what Goodfellas is. What is Goodfellas?
That's one of the Target brands.
Oh, okay.
You go to Walmart and it'll be the women of Walmart on your outfit
Well,
instead of a good-looking one.
Walmart wouldn't sell that.
Does it come with the scooter?
Because of the button placement.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
the button's not big enough to cover that button. Stop.
Everybody's coming over to look at the computer screen to see where the button is. So the question is, if you're wearing that jacket, do you use the bottom button?
Well, you need to.
Because that's like the pasting,
because
the censorship, if you
well,
will.
you have to, because then it doesn't look like the button. Does that make sense?
On YouTube, James should be after Kim Kardashian. Yeah, you see, he's smart enough not to do that. Juan Garcia says Joe should come to work in radio in his old TV suits for a week.
So, Juan,
he would
answer
never
the
wear
question.
that on TV.
Yeah, Juan, would you ever
even Gary
wear?
DeLon wouldn't have worn a jacket like that on television.
I want to know if Juan would wear Travis Kelce's suit.
Pledge is going to wear it.
No, he's not.
It's called the 1989 bedroom painting denim jacket.
Bedroom painting.
That's literally what it says right here on the computer screen for $306 at Farfetch.
And the headline of this article says Travis Kelce is already dressing like a Swiftie. Is that some kind of Swiftie
Her
brand
most famous
or Swiftie?
album is called 1989.
Oh, so this is a 1989 bedroom painting.
All I know is every girl that turns 22 sings a song. Isn't it 22?
Yep.
And our favorite number is 13.
Yep.
I know.
What?
You don't know that?
What?
When we were coming back from Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, Taylor Swift had sold out 6 straight nights at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Our hotel was full of Swifties.
It was.
And the amount of glitter and the perfume stench in the elevator was ridiculous.
Dude, there's no question. She is probably, and I would say without argument, the biggest music star right now.
Yes.
Yes, she is. Now, Rudy's wagging his finger at me over there. The Beehive? No, she's not. No, please.
Dude, I mean, Rudy, first off, you work in radio. You want to start having an argument, get a damn microphone, right? I mean, Beyonce might be the queen, but she, yeah, and celebrities are there. She ain't selling out 6 straight nights. I mean, all over the world. I mean, Taylor Swift right now is on top of the world.
Biggest music star on the planet right now.
Yeah. James says Pledge is going to get that and wear it to the Roo Pub. That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, that'd be an upgrade.
I mean, like Travis Kelce, you never know what James Pledger is going to wear. Yesterday, he looked like he should be waiting tables at Bohannon's. Today, he's wearing a jersey from
some little league football team or something.
I want to say, is that Friday Night Lights?
The West Canaan Coyotes, Varsity Blues.
Varsity
Blues.
Varsity Blues.
All right.
And even though he's wearing number 7, he's not going to get the end result that.
Well, none of us are we?
If you know the movie.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, good Lord.
Hoo-ha.
I just got a text from Lisa. Haters going to hate.
What does that mean?
Why do you hate on Taylor Swift?
Well, I'm not hating on Taylor Swift. I just want to ask Lisa. What would she say? I'll wait for the answer, Lisa.
I think I know what the answer would be. And you would be very disappointed.
Really?
And John would actually probably try to wear something like that. And Lisa would let him.
Okay.
Maggie would not let you wear that.
No. Joe would not let Joe wear it.
Oh, good Lord. Are the Cowboys going to fix the red zone issues this weekend? We'll talk about it coming up here on the Blitz. Over-unders on Travis Kelce and his outfits and Taylor Swift sightings. We'll continue the conversation here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Stars. You think about the games this weekend, you want to make them more exciting, go download the Underdog Fantasy app or go to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up, use my promo code STAR because they are going to double your first deposit up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you're playing with $200. It is a fantasy game, but you can win real cash money, and it is legal in the state of Texas. You could win up to 20 times your money in a single game by going 5 for 5. You can go 2, 3, 4, 5 in your pick-em entry. And when you build your pick-em entry, what you're doing is selecting whether you think a player is going to go higher or lower on their predicted stats for that particular game. With the Cowboys kicker, I'd go higher based on what we've seen Dallas doing in the red zone. It's easy to use. It's a lot of fun to play. And again, the cash money is real. Underdog Fantasy, download the app, go to the website, UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code STAR, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. Plus, they'll put a special pick for new customers in your pick 'em lobby at a half yard for somebody to go higher than a half yard. So definitely take advantage of that. Must be over 18 and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org. Again, promo code STAR, UnderdogFantasy.com, or download the Underdog Fantasy app.
The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, presents
94.1 San Antonio's Fall Golf Classic, Monday, October 2nd at Olympia Hills Golf Club. Get your slot now for $120 per person or $400 per foursome. Plus, a hole-in-one shot for your chance at $50,000 or a $1,000 gift card. 94.1 San Antonio's Fall Golf Classic, benefiting the Lupus Foundation of America, Lone Star Chapter. Presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Flight by Yingling, Twin Peaks, Renewal by Anderson, Meritage Homes, and Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means, wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match, only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
When you're rolling Charmin Ultra Soft on the potty, this is more, so roll it back, everybody. Charmin's irresistibly soft and hella nice. Our grip is always soft. It's our party vibe. It's crushing everything, so our chicks feel fine. So what? Everybody wanna touch the sky.
Charmin Ultra Soft is irresistibly soft and more absorbent, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
This season, your coffee orders are getting warmer and your outfits are getting cozier. The world keeps changing, and so does COVID-19. That's why this season's COVID-19 shots have been updated. They're one of the best ways to help protect yourself against COVID-19. You can get a COVID-19 shot at the same visit as a flu shot if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Talk to your healthcare provider to learn more and schedule at vaccines.gov. And don't forget to get extra cinnamon spice. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
It's football season and the Roo Pub is kicking off their over the past decade. The Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch a game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. College football, pro football, the games are on at the Roo. Aggie fans, every game will be on with sound. And when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Celebrating 10 years, the Roo Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Golfers, swing into Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the hottest new fall arrivals from TaylorMade, Callaway, and Titleist. Come by and test drive the new TaylorMade P790 irons, the new Callaway Apex Pro iron sets, and the new Titleist T-Series irons. While you're there, get a free custom fitting on the new arrivals and more. Edwin Watts Golf Shops is your headquarters for all the latest golf gear from all the top manufacturers. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at edwinwattsgolf.com.
Join the Blitz live this Friday at Round Table Pizza, located at 842 Northwest Loop 410. Beer, wings, pizza, football. Yeah, you heard that right. Plus, the 6 shooters from the Gunslingers are going to be hanging out with us, too. This Friday, come get a slice at Round Table Pizza.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
KTFM Floresville. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for the Blitz, 2 to 6 on YouTube and always at sasportsstar.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
It's been the big news of the afternoon. Portland Trail Blazers have traded guard Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. Blazers get Suns big man DeAndre Ayton, plus there were some other things that happened there. Dallas Cowboys, well, their offensive line didn't practice today, at least 3 of them. No Tyler Biotic, no Tyron Smith, and no Zach Martin. And Connor Wegman is done for the year for the Texas A&M Aggies.
Guess what day it is?
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Here we go. 5 o'clock hour here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on this Wemby Wednesday. I'm Jason Minix. He's Joe Reinagel.
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
You know, this is hour 4 of our show. I realize, you know, there are some people that do listen to the entire show every day, all 4 hours.
Lucky them.
And then some. And there are others, you know, you're in and out. Literally here at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9, we have Jerry Jones Jr. in the building. And Jerry Jones Jr. is listening to you, and he laughed the first hour. He kind of laughed the second hour. Now he's just rolling his eyes when you say,
Hump Day.
Hump
well,
Day.
He's a captive audience. That's the problem. AD's not laughing anymore either. He's like, it's all good. See that? Nice.
Well,
nice.
AD saying it too. Like,
That's
you
right.
guys do it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hump Day.
You got to put some effort into it, AD. AD, the owner here at Texas Cheer, has all of them. Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 is where we are right now, 1604 in Calabria in the Calabria Common Shopping Center. You know, we've got samples going on here at Texas Cheer, sampling Silver Star Vodka and Silver Star Honey Whiskey, and they have the Silver Star on special, $14.99 for a handle.
That's incredible. And a lot of people getting off work right now, so it's a perfect time to just point that car in this direction. Head over here, get some samples while you still can, and get the great price on that Silver Star vodka.
Absolutely. And when you talk about samples, we have a new private barrel that just came in today. Literally, we were here when it was arriving. 4 Roses private single barrel samples and 3 other Texas Cheer private barrels, Elijah Craig, Penelope Toasted Barrel Strength, and a Maker's Mark private selection that we're sampling here at Texas Cheer Liquor. Now, the Blitz is here till 6, and that special on the Silver Star isn't until 6. I'm looking at 1604. If you're close, just come on by and say hi. Rudy J is here. Rudy J, you know a man plans on camping out when he brings a camping chair. Rudy J brought his own chair, partly because he knew grumpy-ass Greg Shelton wouldn't go get another chair out of the van.
Well,
or
that's
give
accurate.
Rudy J the key to the van to go get another chair himself.
That's accurate. Rudy's smart. That's a vet move right there.
Yeah, it really is.
It is. Bring your own chair, and look where he's got it camped out.
BYOC.
Right by the samples.
Right by the samples.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Veteran. Better not. And come wish Rudy J a happy morning show host day, whatever the hell that means.
Dude, who the hell made that up?
A morning show, guys?
Dude.
It wasn't the afternoon guy.
I don't know what they always complain about. The dude gets off at 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you got your whole day ahead of you.
Your whole day ahead of you.
The whole day.
I mean, you schedule your nap.
I don't exactly. You take a nap, you go play golf, you do whatever you want.
We get to work about 12:30. I think we still win.
No, I mean, we got to work all day.
Do you want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I'm just saying.
Do you want to get up at work at 3 in the morning?
No,
We
don't.
still win, but we need our own day. When is afternoon host day?
Well, I think it's going to be tomorrow. How about that?
Tomorrow?
We're just going to make it tomorrow.
Well,
you and I. The Blitz declares afternoon radio host day is tomorrow.
Well, all right. So to celebrate, come hang out with us out at Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar tomorrow at the North Star location. We're going to be out there. Golden Tee tournament. Your chance to win a foursome into our golf tournament coming up on Monday. And Pledger and Joe head-to-head in a Golden Tee tournament for bragging rights. Why are you guys doing this, by the way?
Well,
is this just
because Pledge, she's got a big mouth.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much sums it up. That's the reason.
Pledge has a big mouth. So there's nothing really on the line here
Nothing,
except bragging
just
rights.
pride, yeah.
Just pride.
Uh-huh. Just pride. And you know what? My team name is going to be Camels and Beavers. Did you see that? We put that up there. Change that back, Pledge, will you?
Why did you?
There you go.
Pledge?
Leo R. Is it R?
R.
Camels and Beavers. He's the guy with the Buc-ee's
logo
on his YouTube thing there.
So camels for
Camels and Beavers.
Camels for
what?
Hump Day.
Oh,
I was
sorry.
trying to put it on a tee for you,
Dude. We didn't rehearse that.
Swing and a miss.
We didn't rehearse
some
that.
things you don't need to rehearse.
Hump Day and Beavers for what? A button?
Buc-ee's. Is that a camel skin jacket?
That's right.
Oh
my
man.
goodness.
Big NBA news today. The NBA training camps get underway next week. I know the Spurs did a tour of their new facility today for some of the local media. Everybody's gearing up. And one of the big questions is what's going to happen with Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard gets traded today to the Milwaukee Bucks. And we were talking about this earlier. I think it makes Milwaukee one of the favorites to win the East. Bet Online literally just sent out odds at 5:02. So 7 minutes ago, this email came in. Milwaukee went from 7-1 to 7-2 plus 350, the best odds of winning the 2024 NBA championship. Denver is second, Boston is third, Phoenix is fourth, the Lakers are fifth, Golden State sixth, Miami down there at number 7.
Well, I guess Vegas agrees with me then, huh? This makes Milwaukee the best team in the East, certainly, and they've got the best odds to win the NBA championship. So I guess, Vegas and I, pretty smart fellas.
Well, I mean, there's a reason they have lights. There are people like you that go there thinking you're as smart as them.
Exactly, but I just look, it makes Milwaukee the best team in the East for sure. Now, whether they're better than Denver, I don't know, but I mean, it makes them the best team in the East.
Well, and again, I mean, I want to see how Dame fits in, but yeah, right now the lines have shifted towards Milwaukee, and now you understand why Jimmy Butler is pissed off today. Jimmy Butler takes to social media and is calling for an investigation. He really is. Hit play.
NBA, man. Y'all need to look into the Bucks for tampering. Y'all do. I'm just gonna put that out there. Y'all didn't hear it from me, but I heard it through somebody. Y'all look at it for tampering.
I love that. Y'all didn't hear that from me, although you're on social media saying it. So we heard it from somebody else. Tampering how? I don't. It makes no sense.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, did they talk to Dame and say, "Would you accept a trade?" Who knows? I mean, but I wonder though when he brings up tampering, Dame and Jimmy Butler have both been very open. And again, players recruiting players is nothing new, but was the organization involved in some way? maybe that's one of the reasons why Dame didn't go to Miami, because Portland didn't want to get slapped on the wrist for tampering.
Jimmy Butler's just doing Jimmy Butler things. All right, that's what he does. That's all he's doing. Just throwing that, gasoline, dropping a bomb and leaving it there, and that's all he's doing. There's no tampering here.
No, and again, but when I look at the trade, you go, that's it. I imagine every NBA fan base is saying, wait, we could have got Dame for that?
Yeah, that's it.
We could have put together a package similar or better than the 3-team trade that was done today.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it's not, it
wasn't that earth-shattering.
It's not expensive, right?
Yeah, I mean, Portland, we're holding out. We're going to get all, and
yeah,
that was the trade, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll talk some Cowboys as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're having any issues at the house with your plumbing, your AC, there is one company to call, and that is Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899, 651-5899. At Quartermoon, they are full service, big job, small job, residential or commercial. Their service trucks are fully stocked, and they have all the equipment needed for any job. No commission. Sales reps, they'll provide estimates and second opinions, and they have a great experienced staff that has earned an A-plus ranking with the Better Business Bureau. And at Quartermoon, they are green certified. 210-651-5899 is the phone number, or go to the website, quartermoonplumbing.com.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Sunday, it's the Cowboys and Patriots at 2:30 p.m.
Micah Parsons is on the ball.
And he's still alive.
He's still running. He's still moving with the ball to the 10, to the 5, to the goal line.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hormones can affect everything. Bad skin, bad hair, low energy, poor sleep, brain fogginess, libido, and weight gain. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we take a functional approach to your hormone problems. Eating right and exercise will not be beneficial without optimal hormone function. This goes for men and women. We do state-of-the-art testing to get to the root of your hormone issues and help you get well and stay well. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. We can help. 210-468-1891.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Announcing the newest addition to Mercedes-Benz of San Antonio, the brand new commercial van center featuring Sprinter vans. Our Sprinter Sales and Service Center brings you affordable vans designed for any need. Get competitively priced options with any of our work vans, 15-passenger vans, and even conversion vans. Plus, take advantage of our new mobile service van. When you're too busy to come to the dealership, we'll come to you. See Mercedes-Benz of San Antonio or visit SprinterVansofSA.com.
Are you playing in our Fall Golf Classic? We're expecting another sold-out tournament. Join the Blitz live at Slackers tomorrow to win your way in. We're going live at 2, and our Golden Tee tournament starts at 6. And the champ is winning a team of 4 to our Fall Golf Classic. It's tomorrow at Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar, the North Star location. For your chance to win a team of 4 to our Fall Golf Classic and a 4-pack to the WWE SmackDown tomorrow.
Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Big games, big concerts, big events. Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Any city, any event. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, and events from San Antonio to Las Vegas. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran-owned. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best barbecue in San Antonio. Tailgating or game watching? Build your own barbecue group pack with sliced brisket, turkey, pork loin, or meats of your choice, and all the classic barbecue sides. And let Smoky Mo's take care of the food while you cheer for the team. Early kickoff? Make everyone happy with Smoky Mo's breakfast taco boxes for a crowd. This season, we'd love to see you at our 7 Smoky Mo's locations, or order for pickup or delivery at SmokyMo'sBBQ.com.
The Jim Rome Show.
Hey, Jim Rome here, and back in the military city of San Antonio.
Weekdays at noon on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Ryan Eggle. I'm Jason Minix on this Wemby Wednesday. Get ready for the NBA season. I can't believe it starts next week. Hell, it's all football still for me. And, you know, with the Cowboys coming off a loss, kind of one of those grumpy weeks where, you know, they look like world beaters in the first couple weeks, and now it's blow up the whole thing, fire everybody.
Well, typical Cowboy overreaction. But that's everybody. I mean, we overreact to everything, every win. The difference was we knew the offense wasn't that good, right? I mean, we hadn't seen them really do anything, but the way the defense came out and laid an egg against Arizona was really the surprising thing.
Mike McCarthy said today, quote, "We have 3 blinking lights as a football team right now: team penalties, red zone offense, and run defense." And those are 3 pretty big areas to try to clean up. Now, 2 of them should be a lot easier to fix. Penalties, especially pre-snap penalties, you should be able to clean that up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Red zone offense, that is something that should be easily fixed. I'm not sure what you do to stop run defense when the run defense has been poor for a couple of seasons now.
Well, I wonder, and maybe he's just not ready. I mean, you drafted Mozzie Smith. He played 12 snaps the other day. Is he just not ready to play? Do they not have the trust in him? I mean, he was drafted to be that, or certainly help with that run stop defense. And so far, he just hasn't had that opportunity to. They're going with Hankinson.
Yeah, well, and again, I mean, Hankins was kind of known as Hankins, Jonathan Hankins, a run stop guy. But
he ain't doing a very good job.
Well, I mean, it takes more than just one. I mean, you plug the middle. It's not like teams have just gashed them between the tackles where those bigger guys are. It's the linebacker play. I mean, you watch the highlight of that one long run that Arizona had. What the hell is Leighton Vander Esch doing?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, both linebackers just got caught up in all kinds of mess. And, you had big lanes there. No containment. And as great as Micah Parsons is, he goes wide trying to get to a quarterback, and that leaves a big lane that people are able to run through, and nobody's there to clean up the mess that Micah did. I mean, some of it is just simple lane integrity that you would hope that they would be able to fix. I mean, when teams like Arizona use the Cowboys' speed against them, other teams are going to copy that. Other teams are going to continue to do that.
Well, and it's going to be interesting to see how, and you mentioned Micah Parsons, just him alone. How does he respond to this? Because you got to know that every offensive coordinator out there is game planning with Micah Parsons in mind. And they're going to go after him. The great players figure out a way to get around that. They evolve and they do different things. It's if Micah Parsons is the great player that we all think he is, then he's got to evolve as well. And we'll see if he has a better game. Now, look, Mac Jones does not have the wheels that Joshua Dobbs has.
True.
Right? He can't run as well. So will that make a big difference? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Cowboys respond to all of this and to that egg that they simply laid in that game last weekend in Arizona.
Well, and when you look at it, I mean, everybody for Dallas seemed to have a bad day collectively, which is –
except for Tony Pollard.
I mean, kind of thinking defense here, but yeah.
Okay. All right,
I mean, yeah, Tony Pollard had a good day. No, DeMarcus Lawrence had a good day. Coach Dan Quinn said that Deron Bland had a good day, although I'm not sure what film he was watching. That might have just been a confidence booster for a guy trying to replace a guy like Trayvon Diggs. But I think so much of it comes back to the red zone offense. When you look at the Cowboys in the red zone against the Jets and against the Cardinals. Now, the Jets, they had a big win, so, 5 field goals sucked, but, we won the game. Against Arizona, they had all those trips into the red zone, and they ended up with 1 touchdown. And they had a turnover on downs. Then they had the interception late. If they get some touchdowns there while they're in the red zone, they might win that game. And, we're not as negative about what this Cowboys team is this week because, the difference between a win and a loss. Jerry Jones on 105.3 The Fan today talked about the obvious need of getting better in that red zone.
Well, hopefully we'll get down there as many times as we have in the first 3 games, which we've been down there ample times to execute there. Now, we all know I saw it mentioned yesterday, when you get in that red zone, that's the defensive time. That's the defensive end of the action right there. They have the edge, they have a shorter field. So we all know it's every team has it. Do we have the players to get the ball in there? Unquestionably, we have the players. Can we execute better? Can we do that? You can imagine what a focus point it is for our team, and certainly after last weekend. And so, do we have the ability to really correct and have a higher percentage of touchdowns in the red zone? Absolutely. Yes, we do. And the scheme that we have and the plays we're trying to run, all of that, if you could and did, you could walk out there and say, just give me every option we've got in the red zone. You'd sit down and you'd see and reconcile it with our personnel, and you'd like what you saw. Now we've got to get it done.
Well, and I think, that therein lies that it's either the play calling. That was Jerry today on radio up in Dallas. We'll have Stephen Jones on the Blitz tomorrow at 4:30 as he joins us every Thursday at 4:30. And I'm curious how he's going to react and what response we'll get to how do you fix the red zone. And I look at, some of the cute play calls that we've seen is to me a big part of it, but is it a lack of trust in Tony Pollard and the running game? Is it a lack of trust in Dak Prescott? And quite frankly, I look at those red zone opportunities for Dak, and I know I'm a Dak defender at times, but I look at those plays, and when you see those plays, it's not like he's missing wide open guys in the end zone. Those receivers, the tight end, they've got to be able to get open or run route scheme to where they can get some separation, something.
Well, that's it. And I mean, look at that interception. I mean, he's trying to throw the ball to Brandon Cooks in the back of the end zone. And there's 3 guys there that are probably 6 inches taller than Brandon Cooks in the way. That's an issue. And
it's a bad pass that was meant to be thrown high to where only your guy could get it. But Brandon Cooks ain't.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't have a 5-foot vertical.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, you can't throw that ball high enough for Cooks to catch it. Now, maybe he should have sailed it into the front row there in the end zone. But yeah, you got a guy. And I'm sure, look, you've got CeeDee Lamb, you got Michael Gallup, you got Jake Ferguson, any of these guys, throw the football up to them. Isn't that what great wide receivers do? They go up and they get the football. CeeDee Lamb's got to be able to do that. I agree. Look, Jake Ferguson has got to be better in the red zone. I think he's coming around, though. I think he had a pretty good stat line on Sunday. Yes, can he do better? Yes, did he have a drop? But I'm looking at any of those wide receivers, not named Michael Gallup, because he's the only one that had a pretty decent game when it comes to the pass catching crew.
And Michael Gallup was on a milk cart in the first 2 weeks. And I look at CeeDee Lamb, and that pass in the end zone, go get that ball. Be aggressive for it. He was waiting for the referee to bail him out. I thought there should have been a pass interference on the Michael Gallup one, but at least with Michael Gallup, you saw the effort to go make that catch. At some point, being what it is, you've got to help out your quarterback. I mean, both of those passes look like they could have been and should have been touchdowns. The one on CD, effort might have been a touchdown there. The Michael Gallup one, I thought there was PI there, but you saw the effort in trying to go get that. And, Jerry's right there. I mean, with a shorter field, this Cowboys offense doesn't look very sharp. I imagine they spent a lot of time this week working on that. But, I mean, a bootleg pass.
How about just running the football
option or running the football? But again, and is it, you watch that game and the way the game played versus maybe what they thought was going to play out were two different things. But the Cowboys ran the ball well.
They did.
If Mike McCarthy didn't want to call plays down there because he was fearful with 3 backup offensive linemen in the game, all right, I could see that going in. Like, I don't know if we're going to be able to run this. I don't know if we're going to be able to run this. But the way that game was played, the way that team was run blocking, maybe say, you know what, maybe we can run this play, even if you didn't think you could on Thursday, Friday when you were doing your install.
Yeah, sometimes it's just playing football. And offensive coordinators, and it's not just Mike McCarthy, all of them try to get really cute with what they're doing. And sometimes there's just no reason to do that. Hand the football off to Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle. You want to put the other guy in there. What's in the fullback?
Hunter Lipke.
Hunter, that guy. And you're going to put him in there. Give him the football. But, try to run the football. It's tough. That offensive line, they're in there. They're NFL players just like everybody else. Go block. Let's score. And, run it a couple of times. If it doesn't work, then maybe you have to get cute and try to do something. But I just think Mike McCarthy in these first 3 games, the last 2 especially, has just tried to be too cute with the football when the Cowboys are inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you think about Mike McCarthy after a big win over the New York Jets, talking about the play caller in a joking way, because it's easy to laugh at when you win. Same issue the next week. You got beat by Arizona, and ain't nobody laughing.
No.
Play caller was horse.
Yeah.
2 games in a row.
2 games in a row. One, you could joke about it. Yesterday, you can't joke about it. And the offensive linemen that didn't play on Sunday, they didn't practice today either.
No, they did not.
They didn't practice today either, as they are continuing to deal with their injuries. And, injuries do happen. When they do, you can skip the ER and get straight to an Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing. Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to an Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. You can learn more online at TSAOG.com. That's TSAOG.com.
It's R&R in the morning.
Thursday on R&R in the morning, we hear from Jerry Jones on the state of the Cowboys, red zone, penalties, and depth charts.
Andrew Monaco joins us just after 9 o'clock. Aggie's got to find them a starting quarterback. Is Max Johnson going to be the answer? Headed toward a title? We're going to talk about it. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
WeatherGuard, the name that stands for unmatched security in truck boxes, is now making a name for itself on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series circuit. WeatherGuard is the official sponsor of the safety and security work crews at Speedway Motorsports tracks across the country. Engineered to meet the demands from job sites to race sites, WeatherGuard truck boxes feature double welded seams, weather-tight seals, and high-security latches and locks. If it's a job worth doing, it's a job worth WeatherGuard. Learn more at weatherguard.com/truck. Oh no, your little one is back to school and caught a cough. Help them feel better fast with DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough. It's specially formulated just for kids and helps treat their most bothersome cold symptoms. It's also available in 2 delicious flavors, honey and berry. Dayquil Kids from Vicks is the daytime congestion, coughing, stuffy head, stuffy nose just for kids medicine. Pick it up at your local pharmacy or any major retailer today. For kids 6 and up, use as directed.
Get yourself a Connecticut water system. I'm a huge fan of Connecticut water softeners. These things are quiet, efficient, reliable, and non-electric. But the best part is you'll save money when you own a Connecticut water softener. And I know, living in the hill country, you folks have some serious hard water that can cost you major money in cleaning supplies and wear and tear on your appliances. Plus, Connecticut water softeners are guaranteed to remove more impurities and perform with lower lifetime costs than any other softener on the market. Connecticut is a great choice for folks that are fed up with their old junky water softeners. So for the best water softener in the business and to save money, call Connecticut today.
This is Chris Knipper with Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country. I'll let you try the Connecticut water softener for 90 days, absolutely free. Connecticut is simply the best water softener you can buy, and that's why we say it's the last water softener you'll ever own.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
Imagine getting an impressive cash offer on your home and then selling it for more. Yeah, that happens all the time with Orchard. Getting paid more than you thought is Orchard's goal, even in this market. It's simple. Orchard sells homes faster and for more money, with the majority of homes selling in under 30 days. That's right, under 30 days. And Orchard handles everything, including paint, repair, list, and showing your home. And they'll make your listing stand out with price-boosting upgrades at no upfront cost to you. And here's my favorite part. You just relax as Orchard and their expert agents do all of the work, bringing buyers to you by prepping and promoting your home. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Let Orchard help maximize your sale price. Look, with so many companies trying to lowball you, Orchard works hard to get you top dollar. Want to sell your home for more? I sure would. Learn how to maximize your sale price and get a free valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com. Orchard.com.
After a big dinner, my nighttime heartburn would keep me up. I'd be taking antacid after antacid all night long. But then I tried Prilosec OTC. Just 1 pill a day blocks my frequent heartburn for a full 24 hours, giving me one-and-done heartburn relief. Without heartburn keeping me up, I could have a restful night's sleep.
Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Hi, this is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Visit CordellCordell.com to take the first step.
Offices in San Antonio, Austin, and St. Louis. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
It's the Mike McCarthy Show every Friday morning at 6:45 and 9 with R&R in the morning.
Morning, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning, Rob and Rudy.
Good morning. A look at the Cowboys' upcoming game presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Ryan Engel. I'm Jason Minix, live out of Texas Cheer Liquor number 9. 1604 in Calabar. Comments on this Wemby Wednesday.
Hump day.
Hump day. Come on, Rudy, your turn.
Hump day.
There you go.
You got this. Hump day.
Come on, man. I'm a pro.
Nice.
I think Rudy's actually sounded more like the actual.
No, he did not.
Do it one more time, Rudy.
Hump day. Come on, that was bad. Hump day.
I'm too deep.
You're not too deep.
I'm just like you can't tell the difference.
I get deeper.
You can't tell the difference between me and the camel. We're 2 peas in a pod.
I got one who thinks he goes too deep. That's never happened.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Hump day.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, Rudy
man.
J from R&R in the morning here with the on
What is it? What is the official
National Morning Host Day?
Morning Host Day?
Yeah, morning show.
Morning show day.
Yeah, National Morning Show Day.
So is it just radio, or you throw TV folks in there too, or what?
It's really just a TV thing. But we threw radio in.
Oh, it's for
You
the.
see that now? We
So
know.
like we should
It's
be
for
honoring
Michael
David Chancellor, not.
and Michael Strahan and Great Day SA folks. But we threw ourselves in there because it's tough.
Well, you have a morning show.
Yes.
Your title says morning show host.
Absolutely.
Right. I don't do, or does it say on the Hallmark thing that it's for TV people only?
No, it says morning show.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Did anybody
That's
bring
you.
donuts to the station today to help you celebrate?
No.
Breakfast tacos from the
No.
boss? Because the only thing I heard the boss do today was burn popcorn in the microwave.
No, we didn't get anything.
Well, at least you were out of the building when he burnt popcorn in the microwave in the break room.
It probably will still smell in the morning.
I
I'm
guarantee
almost
you,
positive.
of course.
Well, the problem when you burn popcorn, apparently as bad as he scorched this popcorn.
Right.
And of course, he's blaming the microwave, not the user. And anytime you
Right.
burn popcorn, it is all user error. It is not anything to do with the actual microwave. But he is blaming, Tim Spence is blaming the microwave.
He's
right?
from Colorado.
Do they not have microwave popcorn in Colorado?
They just operate differently.
They just blame everybody else.
Yeah,
right. Not my fault. I put it in there for 2 minutes and walked away. Which again, if you're doing microwave popcorn, you don't walk away.
But like Joe said, if you just hit the popcorn button,
that's all you have to do.
Well,
or you could buy some Grown Man Rico's popcorn.
Well, I mean, open a bag, right? go that route. But so tomorrow morning, you go to heat something up in the microwave, and you're going to get that burnt popcorn flavor on whatever it is you try to heat up. I mean,
that's on Rob. Like Rob will heat stuff up in the morning. I'll normally have like a Granny Smith, and an orange.
A granny.
What the heck?
Granny Smith.
What is that?
A green apple.
I have a green apple and an orange.
A green apple and an orange
And
for
some
breakfast.
Nutri-Grain bars.
Yeah.
And some Nutri-Grain bars.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Well, look at this guy. He's all.
I know.
Do you see these?
Yeah.
Do you see these arms?
I don't think Granny
I
has
do.
anything to do with those arms.
No, these are the arms that our teachers had. These new teachers don't have these. Our teachers had these arms, the flabby with coffee breath.
Yeah.
That was our teachers. That's what we were doing. We weren't dealing with the teachers going to jail.
So nobody brought donuts today for National Morning Show Guy
We
Day.
didn't find out it was National Morning Show Day till 5:50. We found out 10 minutes before we went on air,
So,
and we killed 3 segments with it.
How'd you find out?
Rob being Rob.
It's called show prep, Joe. Is that
Wow.
what it, but
Is that, are you trying to say Joe doesn't do show prep?
so no, he does. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's how you find things out, right? But if you're talking about it on the radio,
Right.
you would think somebody coming to the office listening to you, like the boss, would say, "Oh crap, I forgot too," because he would. But let me get something for my guys because they're my guys.
No, Ryan didn't bring us anything. Ramon, no. Tim, no.
Lance.
But
Morgan,
Lance.
nobody brought you anything. Lance ain't gonna bring you anything. But Morgan, I mean,
Was Morgan at work
Laura,
today? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Y'all are there all week.
Morgan
now.
was
Y'all
here.
are always there.
Morgan was here. Yeah,
Y'all doing stuff all week now.
Yeah,
Y'all got-
I ain't going.
But y'all saw some of those gifts that they're giving to you salespeople. Louis bags and televisions and 500 Amazon gift cards. They got y'all some nice incentives.
Well, I mean, it's because they didn't buy anything for the morning show guys on National Morning Show Host Guy Day.
But
I
what
mean,
can you do with the Louis purse? Give it to Joe. Give it to Miss
I'm not
Minutes.
going to get that. I
Who
mean,
the hell's got a Louis purse?
They got a contest for a Louis Vuitton purse.
Really?
Yeah, that's what.
I have
yeah.
no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea? It's right there in the hall.
I haven't been to work in a week.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, they're giving away a Louis bag, like a 70-inch TV,
yeah.
Wow.
$500 gift card to Target,
Uh-huh.
$500 to Amazon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
For sales incentives?
Yeah, sales incentives.
Oh.
Because the salespeople work harder than anybody else.
Oh, please.
See, that's true.
The salespeople have great
Salespeople.
relationships. They don't work hard.
So,
they got great relationships.
What are you doing? You think about
What's up?
Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier you didn't think it made Milwaukee that much better, but
No,
the new
I didn't
odds-
say that.
Yes,
don't put words. I
yeah.
said it didn't make them the favorite. Don't put words in my mouth. I said it didn't make them the favorite.
Well, they were like the third favorite. Now they're the top favorite, according to Vegas.
You can argue with
Vegas
Vegas.
also has the Broncos as favorite over the Bears, and we know that's nonsense.
Dude.
Well, I mean,
I would put the Judson Rockets as favors over the Bears right now.
I saw a meme the other day that said, "Could they flex that to 3 a.m. on Nickelodeon?"
Wow.
I mean, honestly, as a Bears fan,
Yeah.
are you going to watch the Bears Broncos game this week?
Absolutely.
Actually, I got an idea. I think you, being the Bears fan, Tim Spence being the Denver Bronco fan, you should go over to his apartment, let him burn you some popcorn, and you can watch that game, because that game is going to be about as good as eating a bag of burnt popcorn.
Hey, man.
I think that's funny. That sounds like a hell of an idea.
There's 31 other teams that are no better than the Bears every year. If you don't win it all, it doesn't matter.
Is that what you tell yourself?
If you don't win it all, it doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
So here's the question, Rudy, I want to ask you.
What?
So when the Bears get the number 1 pick because they suck, and Caleb Williams says, I'm not going to Chicago.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm taking Penix.
Okay. And what if he said, Chicago?
Well, he's done
Drake
it.
May.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep going down the line. It ain't Justin Fields.
Yeah, so somebody not named Justin Fields.
Quinn Ewers. Anybody.
What? Justin Fields has got the tools. He's got the talent.
He has a horrible coaching staff around him.
That coaching staff is terrible.
They failed him. He's better than what he looks like.
I agree.
He's better than C.J. Stroud.
He's
it's just C.J. Stroud is surrounded.
Whoa.
C.J. Stroud is in a better situation.
C.J. Stroud's the best quarterback of that rookie class that has come out.
For this year.
What is that to say?
I said that. I said Carolina shouldn't have taken Bryce Young. They should have taken C.J. Stroud.
It's easy to say that after week 3, Joe.
I didn't say it after week 3. I said it before. I said it draft day. Check the tape, Pledge.
Yeah, well, no. Ryan Nagel has been on C.J. Stroud from the get-go.
Okay.
And he's very anti-Bryce Young for whatever reason.
Because he's hurt.
Too little.
Well,
he's hurt. Guess what? Imagine that.
Yeah, he hates all Alabama quarterbacks.
Like Will Levis? First of all, who's your team? We don't even know.
He's a Dallas Cowboy fan. He is a Dallas Cowboy fan.
They're good for business, Rudy.
Yeah, he always says that. And they are good for business. He's a Cowboy fan. Yes. I mean that's the bottom line. He is a Cowboy fan.
Justin Fields, pound for pound, is better than C.J. Stroud. He's just in a worse situation. Pound for pound, he's better than C.J. Stroud. Pledge knows that.
I would almost agree with you, except for how many offensive coordinators has he had?
Who? Justin?
Yeah,
17.
And none of them have figured out how to get anything more out of him. I mean, Justin Fields, honestly, this year looks like he's taken 2 steps backwards.
Because they're making him think. You should know your quarterback's doing the same thing.
Now,
that's exactly right.
Let's talk.
We talked about that earlier.
Let's talk.
I mean, yeah, Dak is thinking too much. Dak's also 2-1.
Boom. Just drop the mic.
I mean,
it doesn't get any better than that, buddy.
I mean, but that was awesome. But honestly, though, if he might be thinking too much, but even his passes don't look right. He doesn't know what.
Justin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he like is throwing everything. Whatever they've done.
What they've told him is everybody but Chicago has realized Saturdays have infiltrated Sundays. The only team that doesn't know that are the Bears. Everybody else is catering their offense around what your quarterback does best. Chicago has told Justin, no, we're going to turn the clock back to 1996, and you need to learn to be a pocket passer and go through 6 progressions. Dak is
trying to turn him into Jay Cutler?
Dak is in his 8th year, and they told him, you get 2 progressions, and then you throw it out of bounds. The Chicago Bears don't realize that. Like, hey, dude, you get 1, maybe 2 progressions, and then you either take off or you throw the ball in the third row to your mom. The Bears are the only people that don't realize that. They're trying to make him Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, and he's not that. And he's out there. What's the dude's name from Kentucky? McConnell, the senator that keeps freezing every time he. That's what Justin Fields looks like. That's what Justin. What's his name?
Yeah, Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. That Justin Fields is in the pocket looking like Mitch McConnell. Yeah,
that's true. Look,
that's who Justin Fields is. He's Mitch McConnell.
The problem is with that, though, and look, I think Trey Lance, they should let him run a little bit. The problem is that we're seeing that in Indianapolis. Look at Anthony Richardson. That's all he does. Doesn't throw the football well, and he's hurt. That's the problem. There's got to be a balance. There has to be a balance.
I agree with
and
that.
even Lamar Jackson has figured that out. Great.
He had 100 yards rushing last week. They lost though.
But you know what? You know what Lamar does? Lamar doesn't get hit. He avoids the big hit.
Yep.
That's what quarterbacks have to do that run with the football. Lamar Jackson's probably the best I've ever seen at it.
Well, and Jalen Hurts is good at that when he does run.
Yeah,
he does not take the big hit. Justin, and again, I think Justin Fields in a different system might be whenever he gets released and he has to go spend a year being a backup or doing whatever, he might end up 2, 3, 4 years from now being pretty good. But he's had enough offensive coordinators to where you would think at some point somebody would get something more out of him. And I look at like Baker Mayfield, and I know he didn't play great the other night against the Eagles, but he looks like a guy that could be resurrecting his career.
Baker Mayfield sucks. Okay,
he doesn't suck.
He does.
He don't suck.
He's awful. Okay, he's awful. And you know, they get up against a good team, and you see Baker Mayfield.
That's Joe Buck's fault.
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck says, "Oh, he hasn't thrown an interception in 225 passes."
He did do that.
And Troy was like, "You know what you just did, right? Yeah, you know what you
just
did."
Look, Baker Mayfield. But, if the Tampa Bay's right, their hopes on Baker Mayfield, then they're going to be watching the playoffs with the Chicago Bears.
Look, Mitch Trubisky won the division, got a wild card bye, and went to the division round with a double doink. Justin Fields better than Mitch Trubisky. It's just Matt Nagy put Mitch Trubisky in a better situation. I don't even know who Eberflus is or how he got a job or where he came from. He's trash.
You know, I just wonder sometimes about some teams, and there are some teams that are like this. I'm not saying the Bears fall into this, but they're okay with just being mediocre every year, making their money and going away. And then there are those teams that want to win championships.
We have to accept that. There's some people there that NFL is another one of their businesses.
That's
alongside of whatever other businesses they own.
As long as the bottom line looks good, doesn't matter what the and the fans get screwed.
Well, and
true. I mean, but the fans stay loyal blindly.
Yes.
And then when you switch teams, everybody's like, "Why are you switching teams?" Because they don't give a damn. So why do I have to stay a Bears fan when they don't care?
Well, you're still a Bears fan?
Well, I normally about week 7, I go to the Cowboys. This year is looking about week 5. About week 5, I'm looking to switch.
If you hadn't already switched, you're in trouble. I don't know what you're waiting for.
I'm trying to hold
we
out.
all just learned about Rudy J.
What?
Is man likes misery. And he likes misery till a point, and then he's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, because what you're that's a different kind. That's different.
No,
that's different. That's a whole that's a whole different line of thinking that you're going down. Different kind. But again, why wait till week 5 to bounce? You know what they're going to be. And you could always go back. It's like Michael Irvin used to come on our show, and he said,
"What a name drop!"
I mean, he did.
I'm used to it.
He did.
Now, what did he say?
Michael Irvin, and this week would be a prime example of that for Cowboy fans. You love your team. You love the Dallas Cowboys. On Sunday, you're ready to divorce them. Monday, you're angry as hell. Tuesday, all right, let's have a conversation. Wednesday, Thursday, you go and you have a nice dinner.
Are you hungry?
And then on Friday, you're back together. Sunday morning, you love them again. And depending on how that game goes, depends on how the relationship is going.
Starts all over again.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that is a great assessment of Cowboy fan and the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that's fair. We're talking about Michael Irvin.
For your Bears standpoint, it's divorce.
Well, I was ready. I was ready to leave. I was ready to leave, and then the Cowboys did that in Arizona at home.
Really?
At home. I was ready to switch. I had gone into the closet.
You realize that game was at Arizona.
No,
it just felt like a home game.
No, I know where it was.
Oh.
It was a home game. Mike McCarthy said as much.
Well,
but Mike deserves some blame.
A lot of it
deserves some blame. CD,
Dan Quinn, that defense was awful.
No. That's on Micah. That's on Micah.
The MVP
So
Mike can run side to side and two guys follow him, like I saw Myles Garrett. I saw T.J. Watt dominate his game. I saw Nick Bosa dominate his game. I saw Myles Garrett dominate his game. Micah didn't show up. The guy that y'all say nobody's like him. This guy right here. I listened to the 6.
Sure.
I listened to the 6. I haven't seen that.
See, here's what happened with Micah Parsons and the rest of that defense.
What, his stupid podcast from inside his closet?
Well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Micah's been looking at and watching ESPN and listening to the 105 The Fan and saying how great he is and how could be a historic defense and all of that kind of crap. And guess what? It got into his head. And all the Dallas Cowboys had to do was show up, and the Arizona Cardinals would shake with fear.
The defense was bad.
It was horrible.
It was bad. But this is what I'll say. Those of us that knew it wasn't going to be a historic defense kind of understand that as sometimes Mike and Dak are going to have to pick the defense up.
Yep.
And they had a great opportunity to do it, and they didn't do it.
They can't.
That's
the thing.
I think Come on, Joe. They've been the number one offense 2 years in a row. You're going to say they can't score?
They can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Dak Prescott's got handcuffs on. He's got handcuffs on. They're not letting him do it. They don't trust him.
I agree with that.
They don't trust him. Why in the world do you get cute with a little reverse with Peyton Hendershot at the 5-yard line and then do some of the crap that they tried to do the other day? It's ridiculous. And play football. If you don't trust Dak, let him hand it to Tony Pollard, who, by the way, had 122 yards the other day. But they don't trust him in the red zone. Why? Because they're stupid.
You got to ask Jason Minnick.
No, you ask Mike McCarthy. That's your question. Why don't you trust Tony Pollard in the red zone?
You want me to ask him?
I do.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm going to word it differently.
Okay.
How are you going to word it?
What you think about Tony Pollard? Dude, look.
Oh, Dave.
I'm going to get me a big old grapefruit, and I'm going to lob it up there, and I'll figure out how to word it.
Okay, I want to know.
Mike McCarthy.
I am Ahmad Rashad.
Friday
I'm Ahmad
mornings.
Rashad, okay?
With Rob and Rudy on R&R in the morning, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. The hard-hitting questions this week from Rudy J.
Grapefruits, softball. You know how Ahmad was with MJ.
Oh, gosh. I can't say that on the radio.
I'm Ahmad Rashad of the Sports Star. I'm not here to be ask Jim Gray and ask Pete Rose if he gambled on baseball. That's not my job.
It is this week. It really is.
It's a simple question. Why don't you trust Tony Pollard in the red zone?
It's Friday. Sunday's a long time ago. We've moved on.
It's the same. We moved on. So here's that.
Okay.
Mike, are you going to trust Tony Pollard in the red zone this week?
Okay. I like the way that's worded.
There you go.
That's what I will ask Mike McCarthy Friday. I promise you. I promise you.
Okay.
You going to use the word trust?
No. How do you feel about Tony in the red zone?
Why does he not get more carries in the red zone?
Trust is like, yo, what are you trying to say, Rudy? What you trying to say, bro?
What's your confidence level of handing the ball to Tony Pollard in the red zone?
Something like that. I'm going to ask him about the tight end room.
Yeah, ask him about the tight end room because he's got a damn good one who, by the way, caught 5 balls for 50 yards. What is he supposed to do? How many balls did your boy in Houston catch this week?
First of all,
1.
He's dealing with C.J. Stroud.
Who threw for almost 300 yards?
He's dealing with C.J. Stroud.
300-yard
Who
passer,
led the
that
Cowboys in touchdowns in the playoffs? It was Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz
Jake
had
Ferguson
one
will
catch
never say
for
that.
9 yards.
I don't want to say never, but he ain't there yet.
He's
not there yet. I mean, this guy thinks he's, I mean, Ryan Eagles already fitted, what's his name? Ferguson for a gold jacket.
Yes.
Right?
It's happening.
Right?
It's happening. It's happening.
In Joe's mind, he's got a closet and a picture of him in the closet, with a light on it,
that sounds creepy as hell, but it's okay.
I mean, but there's a weird, sick infatuation with this tight end, and you cannot talk bad about him.
How much time we got? What are y'all going to ask Steven tomorrow?
We're going to talk about the red zone.
Let's say, why doesn't Mike
Are y'all
McCarthy
going to ask
trust
some
Tony Pollard?
Are y'all
going to
ask some tough questions tomorrow?
Yes. Tomorrow,
We're not scared of
4:30
Steven.
on the Blitz.
Steven Jones,
tune
4:30.
in.
Yep.
We're not scared of Steven.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Dude, we got to ask questions quick,
we
too.
got to go.
Love y'all.
Extra innings with James Pledger next. Come see us. We're hanging out at Texas Cheer Liquor number 9 on Calabria, 1604 in Calabria in the Calabria Commons Shopping Center here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. You think about firing up the grill this weekend, make sure you get into Tri-County Meat Market. There are 2 great locations because that great meal does start with great meat. And Tri-County has everything you need to up your grilling game. Beef, chicken, pork, fajitas, poppers. You want some nice big steaks, some beef ribs, some pork ribs, tri-tips, picanha. Tri-County has what you need with the quality you expect, and you can always take advantage of their Pick 5 for 25. Tri-County Meat Market always offers a 10% discount for military and first responders. 2 great